Uh,
For oral.
Second.
Hey, AK.
oh, that's okay.
1 second.
Yeah, I know. I would always have to remember to try to cancel anything out. Hey, you need to be quiet. That's my chi-chi. Okay. So I am seeing some new names. Well, not necessarily. I know Courtney, I know your name looks familiar. And Bill, I see you. Hi, Harold.
Okay. Sorry.
That's okay. I need to go back through and make sure everything's closed out too, so it doesn't echo. Thank goodness, though, I haven't really had any issues with the echoing now. So that's good. But so we were gonna talk about the whole peanut situation.
Well, it's funny. I didn't know there was a peanut situation until you told me there was a peanut situation.
Right. She was always the I think I stumbled into the whole Hater Nation thing on accident back at like the end of 2019, just through my interest and what I was searching. And then I found like Charlie Gold, Foodie Beauty, ALR. I even found Callie with Life of a Free Spirit. And then shortly, like after that, Peanut was popping up. And I kind of got tired of hearing all these people like just nitpick. So I ended up going over to Peanut, and I really liked her for like a long time. I was there with her pretty much until the falling out with Negs,
It's funny because I was there from excuse me, when Peanut lost her channel. And I don't know if you started there, but like I basically found her. Yeah, when she first became John's Peanut Gallery. I don't know what she was before that.
I think she was just the Peanut Gallery. Yeah. And then because I think I came in right after that happened, it was John's Peanut Gallery.
Yeah, I came in at the same time. So yeah, I don't know her early content. And there's not really much of it around. I haven't even honestly looked for it because I didn't care. But from what I know, she was really she was one of the few people I have ever, like few creators that I've ever heard of who've actually been terminated on YouTube for bullying and harassment. And this was like a big thing back then. It was really hard to get that.
Right. And did Hussey get that after her?
Yeah,
too?
Yeah, he did.
Okay, so it was her. And it ended up being him later.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. And she was the one that would go so hard about, I mean, she doesn't really make any qualms about it. I mean, she says that she used to do it. She said that she was terrible.
She doesn't make any bones about that. And that's whatever, fine. It doesn't really make her a good moral authority at this point, but we'll get there.
So when you came in, you were there obviously then before the winter of 2019, because that's when she was about, I think, John's Peanut Gallery. Around there, either that or the beginning of 2020.
I just remember one of the first streams I heard was literally the one her first stream on John's Peanut Gallery, where she had just been got her channel deleted. I don't know if it was the next day or it was a few days later. It was definitely like very, very recently after. And she from that stream, like I liked her. Because
I did too.
She sounded like, she was talking about what happened with Amber Lynn. She said she had time to think about it and how she was really upset at first and was like lashing out and blaming them. But then she thought about it and she really reflected on it and was like, I was actually really being very cruel. And I was like, yeah, I mean, like, I liked that. I thought it was kind of refreshing based. I don't know that. See, I can't remember if I came in on her first or if it was Charlie Gold. It was probably like that video one of those guys did on Chantal, like being like a horrible human being. And I was like, I don't understand why all these people hate all these fat women online. I don't get it. And I was trying to understand it. So I started watching this shit. And I don't know.
But they would like nitpick like this smallest of smallest and make problems where there wasn't even a problem.
I don't know if they got to Charlie Gold's channel first or Peanuts.
I know exactly what you mean, because that would pop up. That was like huge. Yes.
Right. So it was one of the two. And I know that like what I heard from Peanut was just a point of view. Like I liked the way that she sounded better than I liked Charlie Gold, because Charlie Gold was like, just obnoxious. She was just fucking
Oh, she
obnoxious.
was.
The thing she
Absolutely.
complained about, I didn't care. I couldn't believe there was this many grown adults who gave a shit, to be this mad at somebody over the dumbest online bullshit. Like it's just this made up drama.
Well, it
So
made more sense when Charlie was actually on like this weight loss journey, It made more sense when the wheel fell off the wagon for me was when you saw that she said she was going to delete her channel. She didn't. I mean, it
right.
was just,
That's
to
down the
me,
line though. Like we didn't know when we first came in. We sound like we came in at the same time. This was all new. Like I didn't know these people were liars. I didn't know they were going to be shameless, weird, fucking clout chasing liars.
no, I
We
didn't know that.
know.
I mean, I just didn't know, like I didn't even know where I stumbled into. Like it was, and the reason why I even found this stuff was because I had changed my life and I had lost like 80 pounds. And
Mhm.
so with all the content I was looking up was, just all health stuff. I think I told you that it
Yeah.
was just, just health stuff and fasting stuff. And that's what I was into. And lo and behold, when you're searching that stuff up, Amberlyn and Foodie Beauty. And I remember watching, what was it? The Canadian Horror Story.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's what drew me in. This
yes, that
Canadian
was very
horror story.
enticing.
And the funny, the weird thing about it is it didn't even, I don't know that it necessarily sold me on Chantal being horrible, but it was entertaining to watch. I think that's the difference,
Yes, it was done very well. It was
Yeah.
like, some people are just, they have that gift and that talent of editing, like a lot of the people in our community, like, you Tragic, it's, and even Miss fucking Nobody, like they cracked me up. But and Anna, just the way that zooms in and the zoom in and the zoom outs, like at the perfect timing. When you have those things, and then when people make things that are really serious, like kind of
Yeah.
like the way the Canadian Horror Story was done, it just kind of locks you in.
Uh-huh.
And so that must have been kind of new work, because I remember that popping up all the time at the time that I came in, right?
Mhm.
And then I remember Peanut always talking about how she lost her channel,
Yeah.
and how terrible she was, and how she had seen the light and changed, and they nitpick.
It's a good story. It's a good story. Like everybody
Well, do
loves
you know
redemption.
that story though then? So how did she see the light? How did she go from actually getting
Well, okay. Her, she's
losing?
she's very open about her drug use, her supposed past with drug use.
Right.
And her, she's got a lot of stories. I'm sure you've heard her stories. Being in jail,
I'm
getting
sorry.
puked on, like all sorts of stuff, right? I'm
Yeah.
not doubting
Yeah.
those. I'm not doubting that she was a junkie. I'm sure she was.
Oh no, I'm sorry, you were cutting out. Were you saying that she had said she was like, yeah, I think that's pretty
Yeah,
known that we all know that,
yeah, we
right?
all
Yeah.
know. Like she's told all the stories before.
Right. And that
Um,
that takes a lot to put yourself out there like that. It really does.
Right. And that's one of the things I liked was that because she tells those stories, she comes off as if she's a very honest person, because it takes somebody honest to, be that open about your life. The reality is, though, that is a very good way to lie and to present yourself as somebody who's honest when you're not.
Oh yeah. Um it is a tactic that is
Especially the addict tactic, the recovering addict seeing the light tactic.
yes. So
A
how
lot of
quick
people do it.
right. But how quickly though then did she go from where she was, this really nasty person enough to get kicked off when
I
when it
don't
was really
know.
hard to do to,
I
you
don't
know?
know how much time she took off. Somebody in the chat might be able to tell me. No, she hasn't changed at all, Clara. Yeah.
You think
Absolutely
she
not.
just changed like directions? That's
Yeah. Oh
basically,
yeah.
yeah.
Look, look. The thing I know about Peanut is what I've witnessed from her. What she has personally done to me is that she is the kind of person who will come into every situation and make it 1,000 times worse.
Yeah.
She's like throwing. She's like when she would come around, it was like a grenade going off.
But Gigi though was like that, but he was just like the general that like went back in the background and then just shot like commands out,
Well, Gigi
basically,
just did.
right?
Gigi was just Gigi. He was always there. He like Peanut was legit just missing for months, right? And then she'd come out
Yeah,
of
that is true.
nowhere. She'd
Yeah.
come out of nowhere and then just cause problems and
Yeah,
for
that is true.
everybody,
Yeah.
and then disappear. Right? This is her MO.
Yeah.
That's what she does. She's doing it right now.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and she would do like she'd get on these stints where she would get on and she was like really, vehement about a situation and just go, 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 and then turn around and then she would schedule something and no just looking at a pattern of behavior, it was very telling.
She did she wake up from her keyboard? She had something scheduled yesterday, last night.
Yeah, she
She
did have something scheduled. Oh, I had a whole thought about that, but yes.
Yeah. Did she reappear since then? I don't think so.
So when you found, because you said that you had found the peanut gallery first, correct?
I think so. It was either
You think
it must not have been. It must have been Charlie Gold, and then Peanut Gallery must have popped up in the search or something, because it was very popular, especially
it
if you were
was?
looking at Charlie Gold videos.
Right. And so when she came back, like, as John's peanut gallery, I mean, I'm just trying to understand how she could explain to the audience that she had, going from getting kicked off and what her content was portraying then
Hmm.
to
You have to remember, she was a hater.
that's what I
Okay.
mean.
Yeah,
Like, how did
she
she
was a hater at the
justify
time.
or explain the transition? How did she
There
do
wasn't
that?
a transition. She just pivoted, and now she was
Completely.
the anti-hater.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe because she does always say when I lost my channel. So maybe is that what she's using? Is she just saying like it was a wake up call? I
Yep.
realized
Yep.
that.
Now I understand the real problem. It's not me. It's all the people who were next to me who didn't get hit.
Yeah, right. So so you had liked her for like from 2020, like were you always did you, I mean, you don't have to reveal this, but I was just wondering because I'm sure if you were ever in streams, I'm sure you were there, like
Mhm.
so you would watch her content through like what 2020 through when did you start to see issues?
I was not. She's like, okay, this is the thing. People seem to assume that we had a close relationship. We didn't. She was very I didn't talk to her in DMs much. Like all the DMs I dumped, that's literally it for all those years.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh,
it's not that she would talk to
well,
like us.
people always exaggerate stuff too, so it's
Yeah,
like
like, she would publicly talk to me. I mean, we would talk in that group chat. That group chat probably has way more than my DMs do, to be
Are you
honest.
talking about like in a Discord? Did she have a Discord? I was never
No,
in it.
it was a Twitter group chat.
Oh, the Twitter group. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I have
So
that downloaded too. Like I could look through those. I haven't yet. I mean, it's a lot.
so
But
I had
everything I'm talking about is in there. Everything she told me about all these people is in that group chat.
okay. And you and with Nietzsche was there too, because I feel like I always remember
Yeah.
hearing that name too.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, she knows all this. Yeah.
and when you were in the Twitter, like was everything like the whole thing about her like propping up Gigi and making him seem like we needed to be nice to him because I don't really remember. I just remember him getting brought in.
Yeah, remember he got brought in, but before he got brought in, Peanut had gone on a campaign to save his reputation for some reason. Maybe she thought it would be good content. I don't know. maybe she just likes to be, contrarian and, take on these kinds of things. But she did an entire campaign salvaging his reputation and convincing the people who ended up being her supporters and his supporters that he was not at fault for anything, that none of the drama he had caused was, it was all unfounded. All this horrible shit was being done to him. He was being doxxed. He was being this, he was being that. People had called his house and his job. And all of that shit was not actually true. Like, it's all exaggerated for the most part. So all of this, like all the stuff that's been done to me, like he's never experienced the stuff that's been actually done to me.
So, well, right. I mean,
he said somebody tweeted at his job and somebody called his job once.
Boo-hoo.
Okay. I don't even think that happened, to be honest. I think maybe somebody tweeted at his job and he lost his shit.
Right.
It's just like the things that, anyway, point is, so she convinced us that he was the big victim. And then he was like, but he was hated on the farms. Oh, I mean, just absolutely hated on the farms. And he's still like, he doesn't understand that he's still just as hated on the farms. Just because he's got like two brain dead retards that, for some reason are propping him up on the retard section of that.
Right.
Like, it doesn't mean anything. It's just dumb fucking drama. But he's actually really hated. Nobody likes him. I mean, he had a GoFundMe up for how many months and had to end it because it was embarrassing and he couldn't, he realized there was no way nobody was going to give him money to fight a fake, lawsuit about his hurt feelings.
Oh, of course not.
But he really, he thinks he's that important. Like, he thinks he has that kind of pull. He thinks he has that kind of reputation or something. I don't know what it is. But this is the person she brought into the group chat. So this is the person she decided was a great guy and totally misunderstood, and we just needed to get to know him. So she brought him into the group chat, was like, yeah.
And was that all happened after the ALR shirt, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
So he was actually, at this point, he was so depressed, he was talking about deleting his channel and leaving. That's how he came into the group chat.
Oh my gosh.
Right? Yeah. He was like, I wanted, I need to leave YouTube. I don't want to do this anymore. It's not worth it. Blah, blah, blah. I'm the victim always. And we felt bad for him because we'd heard the entire story. We thought, oh man, he's really fucking down about this. This isn't right. Like, why, he look at his content. He's just laughing at fat women. What's the problem?
Right. But
it's not
was,
like,
see, again, he was causing drama though, where there really wasn't, right?
And that's the thing is, after all this, we all decided he's not the problem and he's a totally fine guy, but because of Peanut, that he, then they all befriended Negs. And then you wonder why all this
how did that happen? How, I remember them bringing in Negs, but I don't really remember how that organically happened.
I was a fan of Negs since I found him. And I don't remember where in the timeline I found Negs, but I will shamefully admit that I only found Negs through Straight Talk and Fedora Chick.
Oh no. Okay.
I'm not kidding.
I understand. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God. For some reason, one of her videos popped up. I think she was fighting with Jan's Views at the time. So I was kind of looking at that stuff. And she was fighting with DC too, maybe at the time.
Who? Peanut?
No.
No,
Fedora.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So I was looking at her stuff, and then I saw her cover MFW, what happened with MFW and Negs. And she had a video.
That's what Fedora was covering?
Yeah. Yeah. She used to be Negs' biggest fucking supporter. His biggest fan.
Wow.
Yeah.
So she was out there saying the exact opposite thing.
Oh,
she's
yeah.
saying now.
Okay. I bet those videos are still up too. She never fucking privates anything.
Well, but then did she just say, because, all right, so we're sitting over here and we tried to sit there and tell people all the time that, listen, we had bad info. We were saying why the pivot happened the way that it happened. And it was because bad fucking info, okay? And we weren't getting the full truth. So this is why we now feel this way. You know, apologies. We're going to admit that we got it wrong and
Right.
we move on. So did she ever address like where things where she because now she's telling the opposite story. So was there ever a link between those? Like,
No,
do
she
you
lost her
know?
fucking mind.
Is that what
I'm not even trying to be mean. Okay, she has dementia for real. That's not even like a joke. She literally does have dementia. And I don't know if that's what's causing her behavior to be worse, or she's always been like this. But if you look back at her old content, she's not as insane. You know, she's
Right.
literally not as
No,
insane.
she is a little bit more put together and
Mhm.
just better. I don't know. Yeah, better thought pattern. You know, when she's
Right, she's
speaking about
actually
things.
making points. She's actually
Right.
like, I mean, you may not agree with them, but they're coherent points at least. She's not just
Right.
screaming, you know?
Right.
Um,
Hey,
so I'm not even
Freddie. Like
trying to make fun of
ABC.
that
Hey,
part.
Mickey.
I'm
Right.
just pointing it out. Like I think that she's very mentally degraded quite a bit in the past couple of years.
So, has she always lived with the same roommate or no?
No, this roommate is new. She was
Is he
alone.
new? Oh my
When I
goodness.
know, as long as I've known her, she was living alone. But
Okay.
but claimed she had a boyfriend for many years. I don't, whatever. I don't care. It's Fedora. Point
Wait,
is,
she claimed she had a boyfriend?
yeah.
I thought though that um
Don't see like the asexual thing is a cope, and I keep telling her
oh,
it's a cope, and she just keeps getting mad at me about that.
well,
So
because now she's like she'll bring that up as like a point, but
because it's because I'm
Luna, thank
harassing
you,
her about
baby.
it.
Thank you,
Because
Luna. You're so sweet.
I laughed at her about it for fucking so long. She probably feels defensive now.
I mean, how oh, okay. There's just so many night and day differences everywhere, right?
Yeah.
So Gigi, so you guys were always protecting Gigi.
I mean, not
And
like outright, but I guess so. Yeah.
well, I
Yeah.
mean,
If you
he's put as the, wounded little puppy, right? And everybody needs to kind of cater to him.
pretty
So
much.
was he, do you think at that point in time, was that his way of like what we know of him now? Was that his way back then, acting like the wounded puppy where, he would be in the background. He's always in the background, pulling the strings. He doesn't ever have anything like he doesn't ever personally do anything. It's everybody else, but in the background, he's sitting there basically giving out the commands, right? So yeah,
Do you
boy,
remember when Peanut first found out that Tragic and I were fighting with the Gaining Ground, and we had released all the DMs about what Gigi had been saying to Tragic, and like
right.
we were saying was that he is a sexual predator, basically, that's literally what we were saying.
Well, or just predatorial and in nature, or to
Oh, I mean, it was sexual.
do
It
that for
absolutely
sure.
was. Like
Oh
that
no,
he was.
I'm not saying that. I saw him and it was oh man, what I found interesting was that he couldn't really decide this is what stood out to me was that he couldn't decide which part he wanted to play in that. He couldn't decide if he wanted I'm just kind of going to be silly, either, a top or a bottom with that one. So I just thought that was funny with at least the things that I was seeing. I was like, you're all over the place, dude. What are you doing? Like, but it was very sexual in nature. It was all that. And then when he was talking to, when Gigi was supposedly outing Monty or whatever, when he came back and said, that's not how you think of me, right? Oh, hey, Alex.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
yeah,
Alex.
very
Uh,
interesting.
well, the thing is, like, okay, so during that time, so she just found out all these things we were saying about him, right? And
Right.
what was his first reaction? You may not remember, but Peanut publicly tweeted about this,
Mm.
or she told us, or she said something that he had cried to her all night long on the
Oh,
phone.
yeah.
Yeah, all night long on the phone in hysterics. That is
I
what convinced her to ignore actual evidence,
yes, yes.
right?
Mhm, mhm.
So that is the
Right.
kind of person Gigi is.
So he knows that if he okay, so then obviously then that adds up to when he first came into the fold.
Yeah.
Was he was, crying and he was about to delete his
Uh-huh.
channel and, you
I'm
know,
about to delete my channel and I'm about to delete myself. That's
wait,
probably what he said.
himself?
Probably he did it to Tragic
Get the fuck out of here. Why?
because he's just like he cannot face up to the shit that he does. And he will do literally anything to not
Right.
have to fucking face the reality of his own behaviors.
It it is it but all right, for somebody to care though that much, like
Yeah, for this? Are you kidding
that's
me?
what I'm trying to understand. I'm trying
It's
to
so weird. His idea of himself and his like reputation and who he is as a human being and a person and his worth especially is so fucking far gone. I don't even know how he functions.
do you think he had all right, we all know around the time and what was going on in the world, when it's funny because we were all brought to each other through different ways, right? I mean,
Mhm.
everybody's looking up different things. I This is what I find so interesting. That's why I put on my community tab is to everybody tell your origin story. How did you show up here? Like,
Mhm.
but what was going on in the world then, right? And so it's interesting that now here it's bringing everybody in, and do you think at that point did Gigi already so Gigi had already had a channel. Do you know how old his channel was or what kind of content he had been doing for how long before let's say the beginning of 2020? Like was it the
Yeah,
same
he
type
did
of content?
no, he did weight loss content. Um
Well,
he did weight
oh,
loss and like food blogging and that kind of weird shit. He did
right.
fitness stuff. Like his name, The Gaining Ground, was like about fitness, right? Um,
Yeah, and when you look at his channels, the channels, it's always that Upper Man Fitness, I think.
yeah,
Is
yeah,
that it?
that was I think that's probably his first big YouTube friend, maybe.
Oh, so was
And
Charlie's,
oh no,
Charlie's
not like big, but I mean like his first friend. Like they're still friends.
who? Him and Opperman Fitness?
I think so.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Not Opperman Fitness. No. It's this
Oh.
other guy. He what I don't know who you're talking about. Who's Opperman Fitness?
Well, I just thought it went along with his theme of what his content was about, right?
Like that guy, yeah.
Yeah, it was somebody that hit like if you go and see the channels that he features, that's one of them. And it has been a consistent one for this whole time. So, oh wait, what? AJ? He had weight loss and Infinity Beauty. That guy he streamed with once a week. Yeah, I
Yeah.
I don't know
There's
because
this
I
guy
didn't
he
listen.
streamed with once a week.
Even when Peanut brought Gigi in, to be honest, he just was not my cup of tea.
No Fate. That's who I was thinking of. No
Oh
Fate.
yes, no fate, no fate.
That's who I
Yes.
mean. Yes.
Okay. So that was like his first friend on like YouTube.
Yes. That was his first YouTube friend. And they're still friends because I'm on a thing right now. Here, let me actually share this so people can
Okay.
look at something.
He's still friends, but
Yeah.
it's a guy, right?
Yeah. He's married and
Oh, that's even. Do you remember the? Oh, here we go.
yeah, this guy.
I did it. Look at that.
There you go.
Sorry.
See there.
Okay, so this no
Yeah.
fate. He's still friends with him.
He's
Wow,
still friends with this guy because yeah,
interesting.
see? But he does Opperman Fitness, yeah.
So he was look, when he would show up, like I just was, it was so tiring sometimes with it. Like, say what you will about Peanut, I guess, different strokes for different folks, but I know that you and I enjoyed her content. I did. I enjoyed listening to her. I thought her voice was interesting, and I liked how wild and out she would get and how passionate she would get about stuff. The thing that I'm going to kind of skip forward, not to skip forward, but just to say what the issue is that she's just so damn fucking preachy about being able to stay logical and to not be biased and to see things from a level state, no matter who it is around you, no matter who your friends are, no matter who your enemies are. And this is why I find it so, like, almost embarrassing, is how do you, like, connect those dots, Peanut, to be able to know that you are saying this, but then out here acting like this for Gigi? It is mind blowing to me.
I mean, it shouldn't shock you that people are
It still does.
especially her. It shouldn't shock you. I don't know why it does. Hard
Because
to sure.
because it's so night and day different. It's like, Peanut, like, go
I'll
look
tell
in the
you.
mirror and say what you're saying,
Opperman, like Adam Sandler character. I don't know what it is. Opperman.
Right.
No, the thing about Peanut is, if you notice that all about what most of her like crap about being honest and she's the truth teller and all this other, it's always the people who talk like that. You notice she talks like she is I want to say this like at an AA
authority?
she's like in an AA meeting,
Oh. Yeah, I guess she
is one of those people who she's extensively gone through NA or AA or whatever it is, right?
Right.
And she has really taken those morals and values that they really insist that you need to heart. And I don't even think it's that she lives by them, but she preaches them and uses them as her weapon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. But Gigi, okay. So you said that he was not liked on Kiwi Farms, and he still isn't liked on Kiwi Farms, right?
Aside from a couple of psychotic people who are friends, yeah, nobody likes him.
So nobody
likes any of them, to be honest.
Strawberry douche, or
Olive Oil and Strawberry Douche, and like Dog Prom, who just got doxxed. Like nobody likes them.
Huh. So in not Strawberry Douche, I'm sorry, Olive Oil. Wasn't she the one that was conspiring behind the scenes, that is supposedly this doctor that
Yes. So we're going to talk about that tomorrow on the Sunday TV.
Okay.
But yeah, she she's been confirmed. Olive Oil and coconut.
Okay. And she was really doing the most behind the scenes.
She's still doing the most. You know that she's on, she made an account for coconut, right? She went on Kiwi Farms and she's now posting as coconut and olive oil at the same time.
Oh, that's how you knew that. Okay. Now I understand. All right. Yeah, that kind of happened to me actually in Discord. When I went to go, I had a new laptop, and which is why my sound doesn't sound fucked up anymore. But when I went to go do it through, because I'm really like tech illiterate, okay? I have to get help all the time. But so I was like, how do I even do this? Do I look it up in the search bar? Or is there an app for the laptop? I have no idea. So I went and did that, and I was trying to log into my account, looking at the other one, like literally looking at the names. And for some reason, it created an entirely new me, and I didn't even know how to find it to delete it. Like, it was so stupid. And then I start getting all these messages going, did you just double yourself? Is this you? And I'm like, yeah, on accident. I'm not supposed to be that person. I'm supposed to be the other one. I have no idea. So, but So that's how you knew though, was because that person, it was showing up as both.
No, no, no. It's not showing up as both. She's just a crazy person who is logging into 2 accounts like Creepshow Art and talking to
Oh.
herself.
Oh no, not one of the, okay. All right.
Yeah, yeah.
So here's the thing too, when that whole creep show art thing happened, and Peanut was kind
Yeah,
of
that's when she
taken,
got that's when she lost her channel again.
yes. And what was that? Because I know she was friends with, oh, what was his name? The
Tipster?
yes, Tipster.
Yeah.
And then that was also involving the issue with Negs too, where I think it was what was the other guy's name? The bigger channel, not necessarily Tipster. It was another guy that she was having like a feud
Oh,
with.
Tommy C.
Yes, Tommy C, that's right.
Yeah.
So that was kind of when, well, what's really weird is,
No,
we
I
were
mean
talking.
Negs defended her. Negs
Oh,
defended her. I
right.
remember he reviewed that. He defended her in that, and he said Tommy C was out of line, but he wasn't wrong. Like I remember because I felt the same exact way.
Well, I
And
do
they were not
remember
even.
he was ridiculous.
He was
Yes.
funny. Like they actually a year later they went and did another stream together. You know that?
About what?
About it was like the anniversary of the previous stream, so they did it. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're not
Yep.
mad at each other. No, they don't care. It's just a show for them.
Um, oh, I'm sorry, DC. That was a good comment. Yeah. She's a doctor, guys. She's
Yeah,
very,
super busy. No, she is a
yeah.
doctor. Look. I don't know what Malaysian doctor standards are. Okay, I just know, I just know she has a degree. Okay, from something called a medical college in Malaysia for surgery, etc. I don't know. I don't remember what else, but something else. Okay, and it sounds super sketch. And
Oh
there's no
goodness.
license, there's no numbers attached to the license, right? Like
You got
she never got
no.
like she went to the school, and she got the degree, but she doesn't have the medical license. So she's not a
What?
doctor, right?
Oh, okay. So it's kind of like if you were to go to, let's say, cosmetology school, and you go and you graduate from cosmetology school, you get your degree, but then you never actually
Yeah,
go
yeah.
take the
Right.
board and then
She
get
doesn't
certified.
she
Yeah.
doesn't have a fucking license. She's not a practicing doctor. She went to a medical school and may or may not have graduated. I think she did. I don't know. I don't know. It's
Well, that's
Malaysia.
besides the point. She still has a screw loose, right? So
Right, like, okay, whatever that is, fine. I mean, plenty of smart people are crazy and also very stupid, especially doctors.
well, I
I
mean,
know
there's
so
idiot
I know so
savants.
many
There's,
I personally know so many doctors who are dumb as fuck. I mean, just dumb as fuck. And I'm like, why are they letting you practice medicine? I don't know.
oh, I
But
know.
like they're good at some things, right? They're like good at being a doctor and that's about it.
Right. And well, and even sometimes that's questionable because
Yeah, even
sometimes,
then
like,
I'm just like, you probably should just retire now.
yeah, I've been to some doctors where I'm like, how do I know more about this than you do? Like, yeah. And that's the thing that I always used to get frustrated whenever anybody, now I'm not saying that this hasn't become a pattern of behavior with Amberlyn. I'm just saying though that I understand sometimes when, when she would say that, she
No,
knew a
that's
little bit
true.
more because she took the time
No,
to
okay,
take
like
the notes.
that's just a bullshit thing. Like the thing is, it's true. You need to advocate to yourself for yourself as a patient, no
Yes,
matter what. You need
absolutely.
to be doing that. And if you're not doing that, you're doing yourself a disservice and you're gonna get you're gonna get overlooked, you're gonna get misdiagnosed, and you're gonna get, frustrated and you're gonna give up. So you
Right.
absolutely
Yeah.
do need to advocate for yourself and you should be informed and you should ask questions and you shouldn't feel stupid for asking questions,
Right. No. And what I always found interesting, especially after, just picking up information here or there, was doctors really know nothing about nutrition. They take, that's not what they're focused on because
Yeah.
that's not what they
Because that's
it's
not because that
it's
is not
medicine.
a
They
part of.
practice
Yeah,
medicine,
yeah.
so it's not. But to me, I'm always like, well, that's like the missing key link though, yo. Like you gotta take
But you
your,
got to understand what kind of doctor you're talking about, right? Like not every
yes,
doctor.
there are different, yeah,
You
like
don't need to
DOs.
be like there needs to be doctors who do nothing but, look at the everyday common cold, like the family practice doctors.
Right.
They shouldn't be focused on nutrition because
Oh,
like,
yes, you're
there's
talking
a
about.
lot of underserved people too. So it's like,
Well, let me
you know,
tell you this though. This is really scary because I knew somebody who was taking their child to they didn't have cancer or anything. It was just a benign tumor, but it was still causing problems. And they were taking their child to the oncologist, and because the problems were causing this child to lose weight, uh they obviously recommended a nutritionist, and some of the things that the nutritionist were saying were just absolutely, to me, what I was told was just very scary. Especially, it's like you could do things in such a more natural, better way and get even better, or the same or better results. And it's just alarming to me that even when it's in a field, that it still doesn't seem like they know
there's
anything.
a difference between people like diet. I think it's dietitian, or is it
Yes,
nutrition? I think it's
yes.
dietitian is a registered term. Like you have to be licensed. You
Right, a
can't just,
registered
yeah,
dietitian, yes,
you cannot
yes.
just call yourself like that. Has standards. Nutritionist doesn't is a meaningless term. I mean, anybody can call themselves that, I think, and
Right.
it doesn't like. I would question any doctor who recommends that over a dietitian for that kind of a thing. But there's
Yeah,
one
well,
like that's
there
the
you
thing that like I don't argue about with people about food, like particularly diets. It's one of the things that I'm just like I don't
right.
care. It's like religion and food. I'm just not going to
So
talk
it's
to you
not
about.
it's not religion and politics for you, it's religion and food.
Religion and fucking. I don't care about your fucking diet. Oh my god, I don't
Right,
care.
right, right.
You know.
So, AK, I know you said that people thought that you and Peanut were closer than what you actually were. Were you a mod for her? I can't
Yeah,
remember.
yeah,
You
I was.
were, okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So when did things start to, like, when did shit hit the fan for you guys? I know that was wasn't it after Negs and Tragic did, the split? What was it? Like, whoa, geez,
Yeah,
that was almost 2 years ago now.
it's a long time ago.
But yeah, and I don't know, it still always feels so fresh, but it was actually almost 2 years ago now. And then um so you had still stayed around Peanut, and Tragic was close to Peanut too.
Not really. I mean,
Oh, he
tragic.
wasn't? Because
No,
because the way she talks to him.
I told you those DMs are wild, right?
So is she just like, I don't know. Like, there were things that I felt like I could relate to a Peanut, with how, you feel like, um I don't know, like maybe some of that was like her genuineness coming out, or am
I
I
mean, look,
completely off?
I don't know. I don't know if you've looked at the DM dump between us.
I think I started to, because that was one things that I would be very interested in.
I just reposted it.
Oh, you just did? You
I'm
just
pretty sure I
reposted it? You
tweeted it,
said?
but like, I'll give it to you. It's like not worth
Okay.
going over here, but basically you can see. I think it's on Tragic's channel.
Yes, the one where he dumped his and Peanuts DM dump, right?
No,
That
but
was.
those are mine. Mine are in there too.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's both of
Ooh,
ours. Yeah.
all right. So when did you start noticing issues? It had to have been around, well, I mean, let's see. Tragic was going through it was last year. So
It
about a
was
year and a
fairly
half ago now.
recent. It was
So
fairly
that would
recent because she had disappeared. She had disappeared for the majority
Was
of.
it after July? Was it after July when Hussey had done,
I think so.
sent the
Yeah.
cops and eggs?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because she did disappear after that. You're right. Because
She
she
did.
got on there and she was like, "Hey, don't support this person." And then, I mean, you could tell
She
she was
dropped her bomb. That's what I'm saying. She comes in, she drops the bomb, and she leaves.
right, right.
She comes
And
back and she drops a bomb and she leaves. And the first bomb she ever fucking dropped was in my Discord, my very first Discord. And I've
what did
talked
she
about
do
this story
there?
before. Huh?
Just refresh my memory. What did she do there?
This was when she started a big fucking fight over Sylvana.
Oh.
And yeah, it almost destroyed the Discord. Like it pretty much did, actually. We didn't go back for a long time.
It's like a nuke went off. We're not going back. Yeah.
Yeah, no, because it was just like, dude, it felt like this person was having a mental health crisis. And
Who,
I know we
Peanut?
say that
Like,
a lot, but this was for real. Like it was for real. She was just like so mad on behalf of Sylvana and like in hysterics. And she got into this Discord phone call with like Gigi and Nietzsche and like everybody was there. And I said, no, I'm not joining. I have things to do. And I left.
what was she freaking about? Because she was upset with Sylvana?
Yeah, because Gigi was tired of Sylvana blowing up his phone every day about what Negs was doing that at that moment, that he had stopped responding. And she had gotten really like upset about it. And I guess cried to Peanut all night long. And then Peanut came into my Discord out of fucking nowhere and is like, what about Sylvana?
Oh my goodness.
It
So
was
but then how the hell did that not start any issues between her and Gigi?
yeah, they didn't talk for a while. And then out of nowhere, he literally had a live stream scheduled with her after 4
Yes.
months.
Yes.
He sat outside my Discord and forced me into a group chat with me.
Oh, I remember. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then we had to sit there and fucking wait until he fucking felt better again. And he felt like he could come and join the Discord like a human being. Like it was so absurd.
Gigi, you can do it on your own. It's okay.
I've never seen grown people cater to fucking lunatics like this before. And I cannot believe I was a part of it.
Oh, well, you know what, AK? I mean, listen, like I said, we all somehow got lost and we ended up here, and it's okay. That's why I want to know how every single one of you is like because I think it's so interesting.
We were all legitimately out of our fucking minds, okay? That's what you need to know.
Oh my gosh, I just find, I mean, listen, I was sitting over there, happy with the success I was living through, with God helping me, and I was very happy with that. And then all of a sudden I stumbled in on this and it was like, whoa, what is this place?
It's just like, you know why I don't talk about it? Because people, when they hear me talk about all this stuff like all at once, I sound like a fucking lunatic.
AK, I cannot tell you how much I relate to what you just said. Okay. Because anytime, for one, it is literally just one thing after, like, I don't know, one slip after another, and then soon you're on the fucking moon. How do you explain point A to point Z? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many things.
No. Here's the thing. It's not even that. I'm a good storyteller. Okay. I can be concise and I can tell an entertaining story that's, quick and to the point. My problem is not that. My problem is the stories are fucking lunacy. Like it sounds like made up.
Right.
I don't know how to explain why or how any of it happened and why it continues to happen.
Right. No, I hear you. It's but you said, like, I was wondering if you meant that you really felt like nobody cared about.
No, they don't. I don't think they do.
But I do. I cared about
you care. I know you've cared. You've pretty much been one of the few people who's actually cared to hear about Peanut.
I mean, it shocks me that that's not the way that it is, but yes, I really do. I want you to feel free to say anything you want to about it. I mean, because I was so because it's personal to me because there's history, and that's why I have said about Russ is that, in AK, you were the only one. I'll tell you what, and I think Crochetter and everybody, they were happy to hear that finally somebody was able to get through to me. I'm toying with both of them, but I at least can kind of see now what you're saying. You at least got me to be able to see Russ in a different place. And no, we're not deviating on Russ right now. I'm taking a break from that. Okay. But you were able to show me that maybe it really is just he's a spoiled fucking brat, basically. Like
Right. Because like you don't want that to be like the obvious answer is always usually the answer, right? You don't want it to be because you don't want that person to be all the worst things he could be. You want to give people the benefit of the doubt because you're a good person, but
Well, but honestly, that really wasn't my first thought though. Like I really just
I remember how you felt about Russ because I'm the one who kind of convinced you to give him another chance, or see him in a different light, right? Or
yeah.
But I think you went a little too far.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's hard for me to switch gears. I can't do that.
I never went to his side. I was never on Russ's side. My point was never that I think that Russ is a great guy or that Russ is misunderstood.
So then how do you and I'm not like calling you out. I'm just saying like, so how would somebody reconcile that though? Like it's
because for me, I'm satisfied with not knowing things, and I'm okay to say that I don't necessarily know something about somebody, but I'm willing to find out.
Yeah.
And what I said about Russ was the things that I saw that he did, and the things that he posted, and when I hear him speak, and when I watch his videos, I don't think he seems like anything he's done has been necessarily malicious, especially like with the accusations and stuff in the past. I don't necessarily think that's malicious, but I don't know.
Okay, so here's, and then, like I said, I feel like I'm torn 1,000 different ways on this. And oh my gosh, somebody hit a timer and tell me to switch it back to Peanut because But okay, so with Russ though, he goes over. Well, okay, so I found out though that he's more of just like he parrots. He literally like is a mirror that reflects everything that like pointed at him, right?
I don't know, Clara, if you heard the part that was just playing. I think it was and Anna was playing it. Where Russ literally was saying he was doing a rant that you did. And it was word
50
for
seconds.
word.
Like 45, 50 seconds. Yes, AK. That was so crazy to me.
You need to hear that because it's crazy. Maybe she can identify what that rant was about.
Yes. DC, we were trying to speculate what time frame that was. Okay, so it was in the stream that he did yesterday with YTR. And after about 7 seconds, YTR, I think, thought maybe he was finishing it at some point soon. So she kind of chimed in with a thought. And oh no, he just kept going. And he was talking about how you said that he wasn't ready for the
yeah, true. And if you're single, I mean,
backlash. I think it was around the I want to.
This is YTR. I mean, this is Anna Nicole's.
Oh, okay.
Damn it.
No buffering. We want to hear this because it is absolutely. Of course, you come on my channel, and then what you're looking at, this, of course.
No.
Come on. Peanut was my first. So like, Russ is the second.
I hate you.
Yeah. Imagine though the streams if people did see me with women, like with more than one woman. Oh, look at this. I got the title already. Illusionist Rebel has a girlfriend. Oh, hell no.
Was it before or after this?
It was before. Did you just go? Oh, but this is the re-upload, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it would be.
I want to say he thinks that I am gallivanting.
What does that mean?
Going around, and
No, back up.
I already see what would happen if people saw
I
me.
want to say
saw
right
pictures
around
of
where
me
your
with a woman. They'd be
cursor
like,
is.
Oh, yeah.
"Oh, we got to figure out who this girl is."
I could be wrong, but I want to say that. Okay.
I think hers is sped up too.
He wants me to go to
Oh.
Orlando now and do IRL streams and go to the beach and talk to girls. It's like,
It was
I mean,
Are you even wanting to do that?
it was either right
done to
before that or
Bethany,
right
she,
after.
probably
It
has done
was
it to
after
Tamini,
that.
who's also another YouTuber.
It was just
Yeah,
So
crazy.
I know it's only a matter of time before she caught on to what I was doing.
Remember seeing like a thumbnail or something. Now that I'm thinking,
Yeah, I've done videos about
she
her,
looks like Scene, right? She looks.
and apparently she saw
Go
the video that I
for it.
recently did about
Go
her
for it.
because the body cam footage of her arrest.
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh, DC. DC basically he goes in and says, like, I mean, when we find
It's
it,
so out of
clear.
context because he's talking about. He says my vagina.
Yes, he's saying he's literally repeating DC's lines as if he's like reading from a script. It's definitely after Captain got
The
off.
police, you know, they were in good standing to get that little boy away from her and actually put him somewhere.
It was after Captain came on.
Yes, like after she left. She
Oh,
I'm being
After
sarcastic with
she
that, but
left.
I think
honestly,
it's funny.
it's just speak.
She left after she left. Okay.
Yes.
God damn it! What is with this buffering?
I don't know. I want to say, like, if you broke the timeline down on that video, it would be about a third of the way through, but I could be wrong.
Oh my god, I'm too impatient for this.
I know.
Who she was, but I didn't watch. I haven't really been watching that much.
Yeah,
well, that's a
did
lie. I
videos
have been
on
watching,
her.
but I'm on the rabbit hole.
Fucking hell.
He starts like
So I do get it when it's just when there isn't proof, you know. But there's proof in this case, so
Yeah, and that's what she's so upset about. She's like, "Oh, you people, you know, people are making. They feel like they're entitled to know every single thing about my life that doesn't have anything to do with them." Well, when you do what you did, people are going to make it their business.
I think this is it.
Okay. Well, he does it a couple times,
well,
but the one
hopefully
was
she
like
gets her
35.
karma doing that. Oh, Gia, what do you mean taking notes?
I think what really probably got under her skin is me saying that I personally, if I had kids,
It was, I think, after the Digital Princess. Because this is where he's
Not bad.
talking about
I
Digital
think
Princess.
what got under her skin was me saying if I was a dad, I would never do what you did, which is
We
leave your
know,
child alone.
Sarah.
Yeah, I think like a lot of times, like people with kids will say like, "Oh, if you don't have kids, you can't have an."
Hey, Redolin, it's nice to see you.
Digital princess.
Yeah, he just posted something too that was he was like, yeah, me and Digital Princess. It was just him in her chat, yo. Like
Oh my
on like what was it? TikTok or something?
What is happening?
I don't know. You want me to try to share it? I don't know if it would be any better. But I can try.
Or I'll put it in the chat.
Look, see? Russ is
Seriously?
delaying everything.
Oh,
Oh, Gia's writing everything down.
oh. But yeah, I eventually did back off on it because I was just like, you know what, this is more trouble than what it's worth to even cover this shit. But more people saw it later on.
Yeah, I mean, kids or no kids, if somebody's a hot topic, I'm going to cover it regardless. I don't care how they feel.
Yeah. Well, this is when I had a semblance of giving F, and now I really don't. So, I mean, I give F about lines that I don't want to cross, but I'm not going to give F about teasing anybody. There's personal lines that I won't cross with topics, but
Yeah, on another note, this is ridiculous because I don't even know why he's doing this, but I appreciate him for doing this anyway. Woody Widow's cousin Noodles is
So
currently
you
trying
just
to, and I got a
shared
donation earlier,
that?
but he's currently trying to raise money because he wants me
And so
to
I
go,
go
since I already went to Miami.
present, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what okay.
Yep.
And then I would do share screen.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Then
okay.
pick your tab.
Okay. Oh, okay. Here it is.
Not a saint, you mad? You're sugar coated.
Were we about? Oh, wait a minute. Was it a half hour in? Oh, one.
Well,
Maybe
hers
it was
is
wrong.
hers is sped up too.
Oh,
Yes.
on you probably.
No, they
Yeah.
would probably contact her.
Oh, they'd probably do both. They'd probably contact her and call the police.
Yeah.
They would try and do a whole.
Digital princess. Okay.
Write music in my stream, so YouTube won't allow me to get monetization anymore. But it's fine because I wasn't making anything with it anyways.
Oh.
So it's not like I
Yeah, I
Oh,
get
you really
limited
got
on like
me.
everything I do. It's so freaking annoying. That's why when they were like, "You make so much money," one month I did make more than I've ever made, but like a lot of the time, my channel I don't make. It's usually like I was only making, and I don't know. It's when people make claims and they don't know how YouTube works.
the
I
main
don't know
reason,
what's wrong with
the
my
reason
channel. I feel like I don't do any.
that Neg said about me was he thinks that I am gallivanting,
What does that mean?
going around in search of women to hook up with, in search of women. And whenever I travel, no, it's not always women. Well,
Did you hear the conspiracy that we were a couple?
that me and you were a couple. I bet
He wants
is
to gallivant.
desperate. He's desperate to relive his 20s. He is.
Well,
so
he definitely is. Yeah.
He wants to be out of the attic. He wants to be going and roaming all over the place
Oh my god.
and hooking up with every girl that he sees. I don't doubt that. That is what I think he wants to do deep down. In some of these internet people can be vicious. One of them in particular was the sweetest woman in the world, and she excuses every possible vile behavior from some of these drama people.
Oh, that happens a lot.
Does
That
anything
happens a lot.
sound
People get so
unfamiliar,
connected to these
AK?
people that they'll excuse anything they do.
So
So
Pretzel says, I wouldn't mind Gallup.
my voice maybe.
Yeah, I just wanted to get to that one part where he literally says my vagina.
Lady her age.
Right.
How old do you think I am?
I mean, you said probably 32, 33.
I'm
I
34.
feel like it was before
Everything
this.
happens in its own time. You'll meet the right person one day.
Oh, I know. I already had a friends with benefits type thing going
Oh,
on with the woman I
geez.
met in Miami.
Nice.
Well,
Or
Yeah, I still got
wait,
her phone
was
number,
it
as a
the
matter of fact. I
prostitute?
actually talked to her on the phone last night.
When you get home, so there's no.
Yeah, I'm not
Sorry
going to.
about
I'm not going to just for my own safety because I've already been doxxed. So
Yeah, yeah. I do it like a town over from where you are.
Oh,
Or a couple
I
towns
think it
over
might
to be
be
more
right
safe.
around
Maybe-
here.
Gosh, that shit is
Mhm.
ridiculous. Oh, look what they said. They're talking about you finding somebody. Yeah, hopefully you find someone that isn't YouTube centric.
she's right about the distance part.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Well, distance can work if it's temporary. Like I've done it.
It's when he
I've done it,
says,
but
"Can
if
I
it's
bring up
temporary, it's
Bridget?"
fine, but there comes a point when it's like if you don't have a plan or
They
you don't have
do?
like a way that you're actually gonna,
It's when he literally
learn to
says,
live it
"Can I
more
bring up
and shit.
Bridget?"
Oh,
If you don't have a plan or
They
you don't have
do?
like
what
a way
did I
that you're
just
actually
do?
gonna,
I have no
It's
idea.
when
what
he
I did.
literally
learn to
says,
live it
"Can
more
I bring
and
up
shit.
Bridget?"
Oh, what did I just do?
You're on ours now.
Oh, I am. Okay. Let me see. Mm. Okay, I'm gonna try to be a quick learner. Okay, you said share screen. And then oh, I clicked out of it. Oh, do I have to go get your link again?
Uh,
Yeah, probably.
Clicked out of
Okay.
what?
Hang on. Hang on. No, I keep doing that. Jeez, so wait. So frustrating. Okay. Okay. Don't click that. Okay. I kept doing it. I kept going back to ours for some reason.
okay. Let me just see if I can really. If it's gonna play, then.
and he wants me to go to Orlando now and do IRL streams and go to the beach, talk to girls. It's like, I mean,
are you even wanting to do that though? That's something you got to think about because IRL stuff is really, it can be really divisive.
He literally says, "Oh, can I talk about? I hate to bring up Bridget. Bridget." And then he launches into the thing, man. All right, we're gonna have to do this later
Okay.
because it's not working out. Anyway,
I can't believe I can't find it. It's so like we sit there
So-
and we listen to it, we see it, and then it gets lost. in
I
all
will
of it.
make it a point. Look, I'll make it a point after this. I will clip that specific part and I will
Thank
send
you.
send it straight to DC and
And then
straight
you
to
can see how long the seconds are of
Right.
just how long he memorized something. It is
Yeah.
crazy. So AK,
Yeah.
tell me what, because I am the person that does care. When did the problem start when you went on stream with Peanut? What was that like?
No,
Last year.
she'd already decided. By that point, and that's a stream actually that's on my channel. She took it down. She
Oh, it
privated
is on yours? Okay, good.
Yeah, it is. because luckily for us, Nietzsche was recording it. She had a feeling that Peanut was going to do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, of course she would if something was gonna. I mean, I know that wasn't there something that happened with her and Nietzsche on that stream? Like she like laid into Nietzsche.
Yeah, it was bad. It was so bad. In fact, I haven't even talked about any of this because it's so fucking exhausting. But she was so awful in that stream that Steph, Steph, her favorite mod currently.
Oh yes.
She DM'd me and was like really upset and was like, I'm done with Peanut, fuck her, blah blah blah. This is it. She's so rude. She's so fucking unbelievable. And the way she talks to you, and the way she talks to me, and the way she talks to everybody, like she did that multiple times to me.
I mean, so Steph was rude to Nietzsche or to Peanut.
Steph wasn't rude. I mean, Steph is Steph. You've seen how she is.
Is that the one that has the red hair?
Yeah. Peanut was very, very rude to her in one of the streams where she basically is telling her, like, because she keeps asking, do you see my question? Did you see my question? It's fucking obnoxious. And Peanut lost it. Like, she lost her shit and started yelling at her.
Honey, you found it? Wait, Honey found it. She found it, AK.
Found what?
She found it's 8:59. 8 minutes, 59 seconds.
And Anna's?
I would imagine so, because it wasn't on Russ's, so yeah. We're going to revisit what you were just saying. I want to go back to what you're saying.
Is that 8:59?
Yes, 8 minutes and 59 seconds. I put it up on screen. I don't know if now you can't see it because you're sharing, but
I'll share it. 1 second. Here we go.
Okay. Yes, Anna's. Hey guys, how you doing? Alex Glitter.
All right, so share.
Alex, I didn't know that Steph was Steph. I thought it was somebody else.
No. Okay, here we go.
Drones, where it's like you never know what creators are going to get into it and what creators are going to like.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
What? Oh my gosh, is it buffering?
Get over their grievances, or it's unpredictable. Really, it's freaking hilarious. I don't love it. I'm being sarcastic with that, but
here's another
honestly,
thing that's funny.
It's just speaks to the communities out here. What?
Here's another thing that was funny, is when DC Media Girl first became aware of me. When she was reviewing me, she was like, "Russ is not wound correctly." Well, maybe in your eyes, my dear.
Who is though? That's the thing. Who really is? Nobody out here is a good example of anyone being wound correctly. Show me any creator besides you, Cap.
I'm perfect.
Show me anyone out here that is. I don't see it.
By the way, I was joking. I'm not perfect in any way. Trust me.
I was just gonna let you have that, Cap.
Yeah, and then, you want to know another thing she said about me?
I wanted the rebel to know that I was joking.
Oh, I
know. But another thing she said about me when she first reacted to me, and I did a stream about this too, is in one of my videos I said, I'm prepared to take all the heat for this video. And she was like, no, you're not. You're not prepared to take any heat. You're a giant pussy. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You came at me for absolutely no fucking reason, apart from the fact that you were white knighting for Hussy, with a series of incredibly gross comments about my vagina, my sex life. You talk about my age. You talk about...
He keeps going. Wait, what happened?
Okay, sorry. Is that not exactly what you said, Clara? Like word for word?
Yeah, but he even keeps going.
I know he does, but I just wanted that part specifically.
Do you know when that was, Clara? The like what specifically he's talking about?
His vagina, right?
Right. Yeah. Oh no, wait, hold on. Yes.
All right, let me back up. I'll play it again.
So it's 8:59. So let's pay attention.
With a series of incredibly gross comments about my vagina, my sex life. You talk about my age. You talk about
I definitely like
in the bedroom.
Like, okay.
She's trying to talk.
I knew it. Oh my god.
No. So wait.
Holy
Clara,
shit.
then what was he referring to? Because we were
Yeah,
trying to
what
figure out
live
the
stream?
timeline.
What live stream was that? Because I remember that. I remember her saying
Yes.
that.
Yes. Ritalin.
It's so we gotta hear the whole thing again. Hold on.
I don't even think he's done yet, to be
No,
honest.
he's not. He's not. No, it's just that part stuck out because that is the part that
Yes.
hit me when I was like, what is he saying?
Yes, you have said that about Hussey too. But in this particular one, you were referring to Russ. And we
Heath,
wanted to know what
You're a
happened.
giant pussy. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You came at me for absolutely no fucking reason, apart from the fact that you were white knighting for Hussey, with a series of incredibly gross comments about my vagina, my sex life. You talk about my age. You talk
I mean,
about
hey, I
what Megs and
definitely
did
like.
in the bedroom. We clap back at you, and you cry like a little bitch, and go from chat to chat to chat, crying and whining about how you're being dogpiled and you're being harassed.
I didn't really see you crying. I think they just love to talk like that.
What's the
Whoa.
clock? What's
How
the clock?
insane is that?
Yes. Oh my goodness. What is the what is
So
the
we're
time?
at 10 minutes. We're at 10 minutes and 7 seconds.
It was longer than a minute.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, because I knew because when I was first listening to it and it caught my eye, I was like, what did he just do? And so I know that YouTube backs up 10 seconds, right? So I was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's how I knew how long it was. Oh my goodness. That is so funny. I mean, it's listen, he
I'm
hears
scared.
everything.
Clara, I am scared for you. I'm not even joking.
Oh my
That's not even
goodness.
a joke. No, that's so fucking disturbing.
I mean, give him a movie script. He should be fine. I mean, and then I started wondering if he was like some like odd like savant, like where you just
No,
like
that is some serial killer shit.
is that what see? Okay, AK. I blame everybody for getting me in this situation. I was on one with him, okay? Okay,
I
and
didn't
then
know he was doing this. I didn't know he was fucking doing this. Come on.
okay, listen, I went back all the way to like 2018, right before, like I think January of 2018, 3 months before Valentina went missing.
Mhm.
I mean, it went every way. The fan fiction, the stories, and I can't take credit for all of it, but I was high, like I said last night when he said that fucking anisette liquor, Italian
Oh my
liquor,
God.
I
Okay.
about lost my shit. Look it up right now. That's
I
not what
cannot look up anisette liquor anymore.
I know. Hey, AK, did you see the post that he put up? Did you see what I
No.
wanted to know what he was holding?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Guess what he's holding?
What? Is it anisette liquor?
Sugar.
What?
Like candy. That's the whole
Oh.
thing. He has a problem. It's not the alcohol, Russ.
You sure?
It's the sugar.
It's not the anisette?
The fucking sugar.
You sure it's not
Dude.
the anisette?
Right. Well, no, here's the thing. Oh, here's another thing. He does say that he's an alcoholic, right?
Yeah.
Okay. He says now, though, that he drinks occasionally.
I don't. Whatever. Whatever.
So explain it, Russ. How can you explain that? Like, I'm
Look,
not saying that people can't
this-
grow out of stuff. That's not what I'm saying. But,
This is what made him an alcoholic.
yes. One glass, though, guys.
Just
one glass that he chugged. And
Mhm.
he supposedly had to go, like the ambulance came or
Uh-huh.
he said
Yeah,
he said he passed out.
He said he passed out.
I need to go through all my downloads on YouTube because I downloaded quite a lot from him and I need to go through. I hope I didn't get rid of them because then I thought everything was
Said he
cool,
passed.
yo. That's why it's like, who cares? I'm free enough space. And then now I need them.
Yeah,
Because I
somebody
need to
called an
hear it.
ambulance. Somebody called an ambulance.
Uh-huh.
He pretended to pass out. He may have taken some Tylenol. I don't know.
Right. Well, no, are you getting that confused with YTR where she said she had
Oh, right. Yes, it was YTR. YTR who drank all the cough syrup because it was so
now
delicious. Yeah.
I mean, I think she's right though about certain ones.
Yeah, they
That's
do. Okay, look, I did it once when I was in high school.
right.
I-
Right.
My friend and I, we downed but we bought bottles of fucking cough syrup and we downed them before we
I
went to
can't believe
school.
they let you. Oh, I guess that was
What
before.
do you mean who let me? I fucking just did it.
No, I mean buy it because
Oh,
I thought
buy
you
it?
had- yeah.
Before this was before they made those laws. Like, you know.
Oh, that's because so you're the reason why they made those. No,
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
I'm the reason for these laws, okay?
Right? You. Oh goodness. Oh my goodness.
So we fucking downed the bottles and went to fucking school. I don't remember what happened that morning, except that it was instant fucking regret. Like instant
no.
regret. Like I never did that shit again. I could
What-
I was legit
Tussin.
hallucinating.
Yeah.
It was bad.
What does it do?
It's I don't know. It's
Does
like a dissociative. It's a dissociative. Like it
Oh no.
yeah, it's
How-
bad. It's really bad.
my-
Don't do that shit. It's really fucking
No.
bad.
How could you even like?
I don't even know.
function?
I don't know.
Oh
I'm
my
I'm
goodness.
shocked. I'm shocked no adult said anything.
Right. Right. Like I don't understand like what the point of that is because
I didn't
that
know. I
would
didn't
just
know it
be
was gonna
like
do that.
anxiety, you know?
Yeah, no, I didn't know it was gonna do that shit.
Oh my goodness. Have you ever heard of whippets? I
Yeah,
think
no,
oh
I've
my-
never done that. No,
Oh my gosh.
that's not something I've wanted to do.
No, and I think now you have to be 18 to buy stuff to clean off your keyboard. Like,
Yeah, see, so that was your fault. Now I can't buy computer.
oh, I didn't say it was my fault. I was just saying that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, but isn't that funny? All those little things, and it's like these are normal things, and all of a sudden it's like, why do I have to show my ID for this? Like, yeah.
My bad. Sorry.
Yeah. Whoops. So yeah, so Anisette, to close it up, Anisette
Is
glass.
yes, a glass
Yeah.
of this makes him an alcoholic. Bottom line. That's
Now,
Russell.
AK though did bring up a good point, and this is why I mentioned the candy was because this has a lot of sugar in it.
Yes, it was like 40 something grams of sugar per liter. It was like 450. It was a lot. Okay. It was a lot of sugar.
Yeah, no, you said 350 grams is what
Yeah.
you said. I didn't know if that was in the bottle, and I honestly, when you were gone, and I couldn't ask, but it was because
right
usually
there.
alcohol
Look
doesn't.
at this. Look at this.
It's added sugars though, right? Because alcohol itself processes as sugar. So
Requires a high minimum of 350 grams per liter. Yeah.
oh gosh. Oh
Cool.
yeah, probably Alex.
So that's a lot of sugar.
The porn store. Wait, are you talking about poppers?
Poppers at the Brambles.
Why is there so many things?
All right.
Um,
Anyway, back to
okay.
Peanut.
Yeah, so back to Peanut. You were
Okay,
talking about
so-
Steph. So just
Yeah.
I want you to refresh what you said about Steph for sure.
Okay. Steph is somebody who right. So she has bitched and complained about Peanut before many, many times. And at this point, what was she doing? Peanut was yelling at who the fuck was she yelling at? Nietzsche. Right. She was yelling at Nietzsche. And that's what
Are
I
you
was looking
talking about in that stream? That was the stream that set it
Mhm.
off with oh, okay.
It didn't set it off. Like she'd already decided at that point that she was going to screw us over on that stream, basically. At least me and Nietzsche. She invited us there for I don't think she invited us there to hear me out because she did not. She literally refused to listen to anything we had to say.
Right.
I don't know if you heard the stream at all.
Yeah, I did. I did.
Yeah.
But it was quite
Yeah,
a bit
this-
of time ago. But
this-
I just kind of remember the feeling of it, you know. Oh,
Which
are
is
you gonna play it?
No, I'm not going to play it. I was just
Oh.
going to get the link for it. But so it was in this stream, and actually, Irate Alex was in the stream. You can see Kate Winslet.
Who's next? So we,
Oh
I
gosh, Kate
understand.
Winslet. No.
Yeah.
No.
you can see where like she finally lets us on somewhere around here. Yeah.
Was she talking to Tragic before this?
Yeah. So she talked to Tragic. So it was a stream with Tragic basically.
Mm-hmm.
And Tragic said that she had wanted us to come on. Then when she let us on, she just basically browbeat the shit out of Nietzsche.
Yeah, she did.
She just shit all over Nietzsche. And I'm sitting there listening to the lies come out of her mouth that are so like every word. I had to mute most of the time because I was laughing. I was laughing so much. And I was like, I don't want to start a fight right now.
Right.
But I'm going to start a fight if I start really talking.
But it's just a fact of reality.
She's being such a cunt. And the part that got me was basically she started telling me, because I don't remember, you must remember all of my community tab posts that were very epic. And she had just found out about them. And she started telling me on stream, right? Like, we are there to present our evidence. You have to understand, this stream was about presenting our side of the story.
Right. What was the issue? What was the catalyst to it? What was the evidence for?
We had released all these DMs.
Yes.
Like from our Discord, like we just released all the screenshots. You remember all of that, like, right?
But what was she disputing?
That she didn't understand the story. She only heard Gaining Ground side, and Gaining Ground said that we were like lying and
this was about Gigi. Of course it was.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
So like, yeah, and she basically this was the big falling out. That was your question. I'm sorry, like hours ago. That was your question.
Oh no, that's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, this was when the falling out, basically, this was it right here.
Right. So
but I had written her off before the stream even started. I had no interest in even doing the stream, honestly, but Tragic really wanted to try because he was like trying to, he's a nice guy. He was trying to keep friends, right?
Right. No, he was. I mean, that's why I kind of said that. I kind of asked like Tragic and and Peanut seemed kind of close, like maybe more I don't know, maybe she made it seem like she felt closer to him than he did her, but they seem to, at least have some common ground and some, commonalities where they, I don't know, connected, and they just, I don't know, they just seem to be pretty cool together. So he was that's what it was, is then, yeah, he was coming on here to just kind of try to explain what the situation is. But of course, she's always having to hold Gigi's hand, right? That's basically what it is. Yeah.
This stream was about shitting on us. It was her. This stream was supposed to be her shitting on us, but I didn't let her. I mean, she shit on Nietzsche, but she really tried to shit on me. And that's what I'm talking about. Like with the community tab posts, she started trying to lecture me and not moralize, but she was like, let me tell you how you should run your community. You shouldn't be making these long community tab posts.
Oh yes, I remember. Yeah. And I was like, well, wait a second.
Because nobody wants to read them. I'm like, shut the fuck up. I was like, I don't fucking care. Like,
maybe you should.
I didn't come here for a fucking critique of my community tab post.
Right.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but that's not why the fuck I'm here.
Maybe you should, I don't know, go on the lives that you schedule and not be, days upon months late.
Like this fucking keyboard junkie loser who can't do shit is telling me how to fucking get people to notice my community. Bitch, you're talking about my community tab post. I think it's been noticed. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, you're fucking sitting there giving me advice about the community tab posts that people are reviewing on their channels that are much bigger than mine. Mm-hmm. I don't know what advice you're trying to give me, but it sounds like you're just making up shit to try and shit on me, and it's really stupid and it's really annoying.
Right. So the sentiment between Peanut and Tragic before you guys came up here was, I know that Tragic felt very passionately about what he was saying. He was really trying to explain to her, his side of the story. And, she had just wanted to talk to him. Which, do you think then that Gigi, when she like made that a point, do you think that it was Gigi like in the background saying that he wanted to be up there?
Gigi needed to be up there.
No, I'm saying like because she made a point to like make it seem that it was just Tragic. She wanted to address the issue with Tragic, right? That
That's
was
not, literally she told Tragic to invite me and Nietzsche, right? But then she later backtracks and says in the DMs, you can read in the DMs, she says, I'm really mad that about how Nietzsche and AK came up there. I just invited you. I just invited them as a courtesy. I didn't even really want them there. Blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Like he went off. I was like, go fuck yourself.
right.
Stupid fucking cunt. Like seriously,
So-
why? What was
What
your
was
point?
her issue with Nietzsche? Why was she so pissed at Nietzsche?
Because Nietzsche's easy to bully. I mean,
Oh.
that's why. Because Nietzsche's easy to fucking bully.
Oh man. So
Like you
after-
heard her. Like I could even play some of this. You'll hear her. She just doesn't.
oh
she
no,
just-
it was over the top. She was going in hard on Nietzsche.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
Intelligent adult.
Excuse me one second. I'm gonna
They
listen.
cause
but
drama
Play it. Okay, I'll be right back.
Sure.
for you.
No,
You're an adult. You allowed them to cause drama.
I
for
literally
you.
did nothing besides I was like, okay, I don't think he did
Hun-
it. You
dude,
guys do what
if
you need to
did-
do.
AK,
Understand that we,
AK,
like, play into the
AK.
drama, but there's a
Wait,
difference when
let's
people
get
are-
honest. Let's get honest. AK, if you did nothing, nothing would have occurred.
I
Do you
didn't
wanna
do
know
anything.
why?
Wh-
No, but
what did I
listen,
do?
listen. But let me paint you a picture. Do you want to know the reason,
Let me
the
paint you a
only
picture.
reason why I am not in a lot of interpersonal drama? It's because I don't engage in it. It's not because
Let
it
her
doesn't come
show you
looking for
her
me.
thesis.
It's
AK.
not
Okay.
because people don't have
This bitch
something
was
to
painting
say.
pictures back
It's because
then.
I don't look,
Yes.
I don't care, and I don't engage. That's a choice that you have to make. If you do not enjoy the drama, then that is a decision that you're the only one who can make it. The
Okay, so,
world is
like,
not going to
If we
change.
don't
I
enjoy
never
the
said
drama,
that.
do we just do nothing, or can we like even say anything about it? Are we allowed to
It's
even
your
speak about it?
decision.
Because
Listen,
that's all we
it's
do is just we
absolutely
say our
your
own opinion, we laugh
decision.
and we move on.
It's
And
your
even that
decision.
seems to piss people off.
It's your
Not that we
decision.
do care,
But you
but I
have
mean, I
to
think we have
own
a right to
those
say it.
decisions. You have to own those decisions, and you have to own the repercussions of those decisions. That's
Um,
Here's
all
the
I'm
thing.
saying.
I was saying that I did not care about the Kiwi Farms. Once I was done writing on there, I don't give a shit. I haven't looked over there. They tagged me, and then I had friends come and tell me I'm really upset by what is being tweeted about that thread and about Tragic. And I said, I don't know what's going on. Enlighten me. And they really couldn't, but they just left and they got upset and caused a lot of drama.
Who's
and then
the they? Who's the
Little
they?
Boots.
Okay, okay.
And then like Belinda went on I think Twitter and started yelling at Tragic about that thread. And that's how we started fighting with Belinda about it. And it was just kind of like
honestly, she owes me an apology.
Who?
Flat out.
Belinda?
Oh yeah, because it was misinformation.
I agree. I agree.
The,
She
the
did.
tweet wasn't even legitimate. It didn't even say what he was saying was being said in it. Did she
I
not
agree.
look at the screenshot, or she just tweeted it out just to cause drama? I've never done anything to this lady. You know, I went on her birthday stream because she said I was hot, and Gigi had me
Aw.
on as a favor.
That's
Yeah,
true.
dude,
You
you
know, and
guys
I
used
went
to
on
get
there.
along. I
Yeah,
hate
but
it. I
she's
hate
been
it.
friends with Irate Alex longer than Gigi. Where's this coming from? So you've been friends with Lord Bear
No,
because he
she
just
actually
recently
has.
changed his name,
Dude,
name to
Belinda.
Irate Alex. Do you know why
Belinda
he
was
changed his
friends
name
with
from Irate
Alex.
Alex
I
to
do, but
Lord,
listen, Belinda
Lord
was
Bear?
friends with Alex before I was even cool with him. They've been cool for like they have the kind of relationship where they began talking heavy shit to each other, and it blossomed into a less talking shit and more of a like a loving hate relationship. That's just what it is. That's right. That's for
So
real.
they've known of each other and they've talked shit to each other for a long
Yes,
time.
that's how it began. That is
Oh my
legitimately how
God.
it began.
I think
Jesus
we're all
Christ.
aware that Belinda's friends with everybody.
Yeah, she is. I've criticized Belinda for it to her. I
Oh,
think
that's funny.
she's somebody that goes along to get along with everybody. Sometimes to people who I deem inappropriate or
Oh, so she was
sometimes
feeling
even
this way for a
disrespectful,
while.
like to me
Yeah,
personally. But
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
it's who
Like
Belinda is.
this
And if
whole
I'm gonna,
thing about what she's doing right now, this is not new. When she says she has criticized Belinda, but yes, she has. Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, that's no secret. I mean, she's saying it way back then that and almost kind of about the same situation, or the same type of situation,
Yeah. And it's shocking that she doesn't fucking unprivate this and use this to her advantage, but she's a legit retard. Sorry.
do you think that oh, you're not going to offend me. Do you think that she won't do it because considering the turn of events and where things have gone, that maybe too much
She doesn't want to have anything that has us on it.
Yeah, because and
Not even tragic.
that possibly could, after now that time has happened, and usually time kind of reveals stuff. So then that maybe people would see this differently, because here she is saying, but also people could, look at that and say, well, geez, Peanut, you were saying this a while ago. What was it that you were keeping? Because and this isn't to defend Belinda, but yeah, why the hell did she start coming out after 4 months and then just drop a bombshell?
I think that's not a good argument, because she legitimately is a retard who sits around and like goes into fucking meth comas or whatever she does, right? For months on end. She just does this. So like when she comes back and she's like, yeah, I just saw this because Yo Mama tweeted about it and these are my thoughts. That's literally what happened. She's a fucking idiot. Like, who cares? Who cares?
Oh, so she was just reactive to whatever she saw was what it was. Yeah, that's basically her MO.
Even if that's not the case, like even if she had known about it and maybe she forgot about it because she's a junkie, or maybe she does remember it, she's just playing a game. Who the fuck cares? It doesn't matter. It's still relevant because it's being talked about and you're still talking about it. So like, why are you saying it's not important? It's obviously causing this much drama. It's clearly important.
Well, I mean, Belinda just said she was done. If
you're done, then why did you engage for 4 days? I mean, go fuck yourself.
Well, did Belinda engage for 4 days after?
Oh my God. But before, after?
I'm not on Twitter. So, I mean, I am, when everybody always asks me, I am on Twitter, but I don't, because certain people apparently don't like it when I like tweets, and it literally causes a huge problem. So, okay. But so on Twitter, Belinda kept it going for 4 days.
Belinda starts it. She starts everything.
Yeah. Okay.
She starts everything, and she started it with Yo Mama, and then Peanut woke up from her fucking junkie coma nap and saw it on Twitter and threw a grenade, and here we are.
But then after, though, she went on Hussey's stream, and
Belinda
she said that she was done with
Belinda.
Peanut.
Yeah, she said she was done with
Peanut.
Peanut.
Has she engaged since then?
I have no clue.
Oh, okay.
I'm assuming so. They're fucking idiots. I don't know if Peanut has anything new to say. She might have said something. But,
oh yeah. Has she posted anything?
Let's see. Oh, this is still the one from last night. She's been missing for 21.
Oh, she's still missing.
Yeah,
she's still missing.
Still MIA. Those keyboard naps are hard to wake up from.
Yes. Well, actually, if I was thinking that she probably didn't, she probably wasn't able to take a keyboard nap, is what I was thinking. Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
Oh, because just like I said, if you take her patterns, right, and she has fallen asleep, when has she had these instances that happens on stream? When she's kind of on.
Yeah. You saw the one where we covered it, right?
That was great. So, all right. So let's hear how she goes in on Nietzsche, because that was outlandish. So, but when Tragic got off this, wasn't there like basically no resolution, right?
No, there was no resolution, because
that's what I thought too. Yeah.
What resolution would there be?
Where's this coming from?
Well, because she would not let Gigi go. This is my
No.
whole issue. She won't let it go. And it's like, I mean, I don't know if it's because she feels like her pride would be hurt or something if she's, you know, just
No. Oh, this is the part I was going to talk about. So she, when that whole fallout first happened in my Discord,
Yes.
where she was crying about Silvana, it wasn't actually I mean, it was about Silvana, but it turned into being about her
Uh-huh.
in not so many words. And it was all like, because I missed everything that happened in the Discord call, because I refused to be a part of it.
Right.
I had to have somebody recap it, and people recapped what happened, and they said that Peanut was fucking unhinged, like just unhinged, screaming.
More
accusing-
than what she is on her streams.
Oh yeah, like just
Goodness.
I feel regret that I hadn't been there, because I wish I'd recorded it.
Yeah, now you wish you would have
really-
heard it.
Yeah, I wish I would have recorded 100% today.
Right.
If anybody does that today, you will get recorded. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
no, I just was, why would I have done that back then? I just didn't, it was like, these are my friends. I just, stop being weird. Move
Mhm.
on. But she went in on Nietzsche hard too in that call. And to the point that Nietzsche basically stopped being cool with her at that point. Like forever.
During the call. So what
Uh-huh.
was
So at
Nietzsche
this point, when she's
combating her?
here, this is like months down the line when we're here, right? At this point
Right.
with her. And
Yes.
she's never actually forgiven Peanut for what happened. She's just been
Well-
cool with her just to be cool with her, because everybody else was cool with her.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. So there's that animosity has always been there, and I think Nietzsche felt it and has always felt it.
Right. Okay. So, but I mean, I remember back in the day, Peanut seemed really fond of Nietzsche. Like that was, at least that was what my perspective was. And I'm talking 2020, 2021, I'm talking way back. Right. So she seemed she would always shout out Nietzsche. She would always, read her comments. She would always respond to her.
They fought though back then in the Negative
No,
Nation.
I didn't know that.
in the Negative Nation Discord. Yes, some people in here might remember. If somebody is in here who was back in the Negative Nation Discord back then.
Wait, so you're telling me though that Peanut was in the Negative Nation Discord back in 2020, 2021?
For like a minute. Or if
Okay.
it wasn't in Discord, if it didn't happen in the Discord, it happened in a chat, like a live chat. And it was maybe Negs' live chat. I don't know. I know it was Negs. It was surrounded around Negs, because that's the time it was.
Okay.
And, basically, Peanut freaked out at Nietzsche. No, Nietzsche freaked out at Peanut because, and I kind of glossed over this because I didn't really ask too many questions about what happened, because I didn't really get it. But she misinterpreted something Peanut had said and took it personally. And Peanut got really upset about it and like insulted her publicly about it and like berated her publicly about it. And they patched things up. Like Nietzsche apologized, said she misunderstood, and then Peanut was like, "Yeah, it's okay, we're good," right? And then months down the line in this Discord call, Peanut throws at Nietzsche that incident again and says, I knew you from back then, blah, blah, blah. You're just how you are. You make everything about yourself. I clocked you back then, basically like that, saying like, we weren't actually cool. I still feel that way. And ever since then, I'm fucking done with this woman. I've lost all respect for her, but was still like nice about it. And I don't know why. And it's because I think she genuinely liked Peanut. Like she genuinely liked her. And she told me privately that like she was really hurt by it. And she said, that like, don't ever meet your idols. Like basically.
Well, so yeah, I mean, like, because I think a lot of us really did. Like, obviously, we wouldn't have been there. And she kind of had like a little small, like, cult following, right?
Yeah.
And I know that DC has always said she couldn't stand her, but DC had a different experience with with
I'd
her
be
than
interested to hear what DC thought, like why she instantly
yes,
disliked
me too, because it's so night and day from what my experience was.
Well, I think did Peanut start hating on DC first, or was the dislike from
Mm,
DC's
it was
end first?
because Gigi didn't like DC is what I
Right,
believe. Please correct me if I'm wrong, chat, if I if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is because Peanut for some reason this is why, because he was never, I don't know what everybody sees in him. I don't get it. I really just don't get it.
He can
And
be a nice guy. Look, here's the thing. He can be nice. He can be a
yeah, so
nice
you
guy.
experienced him in a like. I mean, I've heard him, AK. I get that he sounds like he's very understanding. I do, and
But he,
he
like I said, he takes advantage of people when they are vulnerable. And
DC, please. My God. DC. Well, that's why we need to know because and I was telling AK last night, because she was trying, they had covered this stuff, about who, connecting the dots and trying to prove who is, right? And sometimes it's different as an audience member. You kind of miss stuff, even if you're really, really engaged. And I don't know if it is because the people presenting it have that was their lived experience, right? So maybe they don't think that certain things are important because the audience can fill in they can just fill in the blanks. I don't know what it is, but sometimes even when all evidence is presented in this kind of style, it's hard to follow sometimes. So and it's like I know I want to. It's like, no, I really want to see this. And I want to know that what you're saying is true, And but that was our experience as the audience member. And I know that now looking back, listen, I didn't see this. I never even liked Gigi. I think I was just more, I think a lot of
I was
us
genuinely a fan. I was genuinely a fan at
Oh,
first.
you were a genuine fan.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it wasn't like I wasn't like super into it. I just thought when he reacted to Chantal, he was funny.
Yes.
That is the only time he's been funny. When he reacted to Chantal, he was actually funny.
So you just you liked him as like for entertainment value.
Exactly.
Like
Yeah.
okay.
I thought he was a decent entertainer. I thought compared to like Charlie Gold or compared to like, Michael B. Petty or any of those people, like
see, I actually kind of liked Michael B. Petty.
I have a weird experience with Michael B. Petty. See, I caught him at the tail end right when he was about to like
he kind of disappeared.
Right? Yeah. And I caught the streams where he was losing it. Like he was like getting really angry, like really like angry and vicious and saying
what was it that made, I forget, it was so long ago, but yeah,
he was just gross. He wasn't gross, but you could see it.
Oh, he just kind of started stepping over the line for
he was really stepping over the line, like to the point where it's not like, oh, fuck Amberlynn, who cares, right? But like for him, for anybody to get that personally upset, that visibly upset over some woman online you don't even know is really weird to watch, and I think it turned a lot of people off. I think he even recognized it and was like,
how does that not happen though with like Charlie Gold?
Because Charlie wasn't Charlie as stupid as Charlie is, she doesn't take it like he was taking it. She doesn't take it that seriously. She's not in a personal fight with Chantal. She's trying to make money, and I think it's somewhere along the line, Michael B. Petty became a personal. It was a personal thing for him.
Oh, okay. So, all right. So it wasn't even just YouTube like drama anyway. It was just it literally.
Yeah, he was getting unhealthy. He was very unhealthily attached to this person it was a coping mechanism for his own life. Like you're avoiding your own problems. That's what it was. And he's getting angry, and all that anger was actually more about him than anybody else. But it's not cool to put your mental illness on other people,
Right.
That's not something anybody wants to watch. And luckily he understood that and he kind of canceled himself.
Yes, you're right. He really did. Like he was one of the people that at least at that time actually did take a step back
Mhm.
and kept and then kept it that way. Which is
People can call him a pussy. Yeah, he is a pussy. I saw him like a couple times, like actually, try to talk to people on panel or something, that the ones that he was like insulting. And yeah, he like everybody else, he's just a keyboard warrior, and he made some bucks off of it. And I think he could be funny at times, but it's like a lot of false confidence. And I think once you start seeing the false confidence, none of the funny stuff is particularly funny anymore.
well, and you know what's weird about you said the false confidence, like, I think it seems to me like when you have like a goal in mind, and then like you get I don't know. I think it's really easy to happen, but it can happen to anybody. Like it doesn't matter like who it is. Like I think that it kind of comes with the game, because then you learn the game, and then now you know how to handle it to what you think you do. Okay. But then at the same time, I don't know. It can be very, I do still have to respect the fact that he was able to like take himself out of it, like have enough, and wherewithal.
Like, I'm not going to give him too much credit there, because it wasn't.
You really just felt like he was like at the end of his, and he was just like, fuck it. And like,
no. You remember what was happening? No. What was happening around the time, or people's channels were getting deleted because of TOS violations for like bullying. Like that was the big fear.
Yo, yes, you're right. Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
He was terrified of that more than anything.
That was
else.
a long time ago. I'm sorry. I was trying to remember. Yes,
yeah.
You're right. That is what it is.
So he was terrified of that. That's the main reason why he basically stopped.
Okay. Yeah. Because he also had he was going to school, correct? Like for nursing or something.
Nursing or something. Yeah, I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know or care. I hope he finished. Whatever.
There was some weird story that he told about him going out with his friend. Do you ever remember a story about him talking about how he went and stayed with a friend, and then he was like miserable there?
No, I wasn't. I really like I said, I came in like right at the end, and I never really followed him ever since then.
Oh my goodness. I guess I was listening. And it's weird to me because I don't really care for him now, but what I mean is that I'm shocked that I listened to him as much as I did. It almost doesn't register that I did.
I listened to a lot of Zachary Michael.
Yes, and him.
Mm-hmm.
It was always, I was looking for, I mean, I even listened to Callie, like for I think she was one of the first people that I actually found. But she was doing a lot of Amber Lynn content at the time. And I mean, so was Charlie Gold and Foodie Beauty. That's what was weird to me, was that back then it was like Amber Lynn was like the first lineup, and then you had Foodie Beauty. And now it almost seems switched, or at least that's what it was, at least recently.
Well, they tried to cancel Amber Lynn Reed on the farms. So,
they did?
Yeah, the interest in her has died up a bit.
Oh,
the lunatics.
Oh, and still the human part of me really does. I don't know. I think I relate more to Amber Lynn as far as like the things she said, and even my personal life experiences. Not saying that they look anything like hers, but I just mean that I understood what she was saying when she would talk about her issues, with just the way that, just the way her brain worked. I was like, oh, you know what? That's why I would get kind of upset when people would nitpick these little things. I'm like, listen, I know exactly what she's saying. She's meaning it this way. And everybody's going, well, you're being really disrespectful to these people. And it was like, no.
It's an exercise in insanity. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's just like, well, how much can we go the other way and, go to the opposite spectrum and then make how we are upset over there make sense? It's like this argument's over there, that one's there.
It's just literally a way to cope with avoiding reality. I think that's all it is. I mean, it's you're just invested in drama that's not you,
Mhm.
right?
Well,
That it's
did your parents, did your mom ever watch like soap operas or anything
yeah.
like that?
my
Yeah.
mom watched my mom watched professional wrestling, which is why I know a lot
Oh
about wrestling.
yes, that's right. Because I remember that like coming out as it being like completely all set up,
Yeah.
and like contrived. Do you think there was a point in time that it was ever real, or was it
No,
always set
no,
up
it's
from
it's always been a male soap opera.
Oh, it is. That is a great way to put it. It is a male
Yeah.
soap opera. You're right.
Yeah.
Did you want to get back to the video? Because I'm
Yes.
really curious to see how it's
Sure.
alarming.
Because he
He
just
actually
recently
has.
changed his
Dude,
name to
Belinda-
Irate Alex. Do you know why
Belinda
he
was
changed his
friends
name
with
to Irate
Alex.
Alex?
I
The
do, but
Lord-
listen,
I think I don't know if I explained yet. what
I
she said.
can't believe that Irate Alex is being mentioned
Belinda
right
was
Lord
now.
friends with Alex.
He's in the because he's in the chat. He was calling me a cunt.
Oh, because I just
Yeah.
find this funny. This was what was the date of this?
I don't know if it's on here. Oh, it says 8 months ago.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. What was it?
8 months ago.
It was 8.
8.
Why
Yep.
does it? To me, this feels like way long. I thought it was at least.
I might have uploaded it. I might have
Oh,
uploaded
okay.
it later.
Okay.
Yeah.
He built a spill. So Kiana Dockery is the reason that you came. Yeah. Oh, okay. See, mine was like the fasting community, like the fasting and like all the weight loss stuff. And then that's how, yeah. Thank you for telling me. I'm always so curious. I want to know. Your mom watched Knots and Landing, right? I just remember Days of Our Lives and what was it? All My Children. Like I actually started watching All My Children when I think I was in my 20s. And I remember a girl named Bianca, and I thought she was absolutely stunningly gorgeous. But yeah,
I never watched any really soap operas myself.
I mean, I did like the only one that I ever got into for a minute. And when I say a minute, I mean a minute. But it was I think it was All My Children. And gosh, that was at least probably 15 years ago, maybe. I don't know. It was a long time ago, but I remember growing up, and there were family members that really liked Days of Our Lives so much that they would set their VCR, to go
record
in and record. Yes, at a certain time. Yes.
Oh my god, my brother used to do that with wrestling.
What? Where do you? Oh, with the wrestling, they would do that
Yeah.
too.
No, like he would throw a fit if you forgot to record his wrestling.
Oh my
when we
goodness.
were much younger, because
General
kinda like-
Hospital, yes. Yes.
yeah, he had to go to like school, or he had to go to work, or he had to go to something. He's like, please just record the wrestling. I'm like, all right.
So Ritalin knows what I'm talking about. The Days of Our Lives. Yes. I can still hear it. I can still hear it because it was always like playing.
Yeah.
So your brother would get mad about the wrestling. And you know what I did? I was such a, oh my gosh, I was such a nerd. I'm still a nerd. But I would, do you remember Nick at Night?
Yes.
And
a lot of Nick at Night.
Oh, you did? Okay. So I liked,
did.
all right. So my main favorites were I Love Lucy. That was my absolute.
Everybody loves I Love Lucy. Come on.
Oh my gosh, it's the best. So I would record those because they would have like an 4 to
Bewitched.
8 hour block of like I Love Lucy at a time. And I wasn't allowed to watch Bewitched, but I was allowed to watch I Dream of Jeannie. So
why? That's kind of worse.
I don't know. I don't know. Listen,
it was witchcraft. It was a witchcraft.
Well, yes, that's what it was. It
Right.
was that. But then I'm thinking, well, how do you explain the genie?
Okay. That's fucking witchcraft too. God damn it.
Right. So because I was allowed to watch Aladdin, but I was allowed to watch Little Mermaid.
That's foreign witchcraft. No, wait. That's foreign witchcraft. It doesn't
I
count.
know there's an actual skew. I know. So, but then so it was I Love Lucy, and I loved the Brady Bunch, because then they ended up adding the Brady Bunch. And Dragnet was always good. And and not that this has anything to do with Nick at Night, but Law and Order, which Ritalin, you have my heart because like
No, Law and Order. I've watched every Law and Order SVU. Every
Oh
single
my
one.
gosh, they're the best. They
Every
are so
single
good.
fucking one. And there's
Like
each one is stupider than the next, and I love
oh
it.
gosh. Well, at this point, what kind of stories can you do? You know, but who my favorite was Vincent D'Onofrio,
Uh-huh.
the detective in the CI, the Criminal Intent. Yeah, that one was mine.
I've seen them all. Like, listen, I've watched a lot of movies and a lot of TV, like a lot.
Right. No, but that was back in the day though, like where you had, you know, you're like, oh yeah, this channel's like playing like 4 hours of Law and Order, awesome.
No,
you know?
see, I'm one of those people who got like Netflix when it first came out, and I used to watch the shit out of all of these shows like that I've never seen before then. So I watched them like mostly as an adult.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we've had like Netflix for like a super long time, but and speaking of, if
I got
anybody's
Netflix when they used to send you DVDs in the mail.
yes, and my now I didn't get it then, but my one of my family members they had Netflix when they were sending DVDs in the
Criminal
mail.
Minds. I watched the shit out of Criminal Minds. Yeah, I got to the point where I ran out of things to watch on Netflix. Let me tell you.
You know what? If anybody's familiar with Black Mirror,
yeah.
You know how they've been vacant for like so there hasn't been anything. I even like searched like, are they planning to bring it back? And it was something like, well, if it does, it's gonna have to come back as something else on Netflix because of the creators or so. There was something about it. I literally was talking about Black Mirror like very recently, and then I turn on the TV today and brand new season of Black Mirror. It was so fucking weird. So yeah, now I'm gonna be doing that because yikes. But then you know it would be my paranoia. So it's okay.
Before I was even cool with him. They've been cool for like they have the kind of relationship.
I want to back it up where I was talking.
Oh no, that's okay. I wanted to remember where we were.
Why is it still doing this? I need to close.
I don't know. Do you want to share it to me and then I can just play it?
Is that
and then if you want me to pause
it,
it, you can just tell me to hit pause.
It gets overwhelming and we have a right to say something, so we do.
Oh no,
of course you have a right. Of course you have a right, but what I'm saying to you is if you're gonna put yourself in this arena, you have to thicken your skin.
Well,
it's not that like
I don't know how
we had people like Little Boots in our group chat who got so mad about this tweet that Alex put out. She started getting mad at Tragic and she left the group. And I heard Gigi was really upset, but they didn't say anything to us really about it besides the fact that like, oh, Tragic did this and we're outraged and we're leaving and stuff. So like, yeah, they caused a lot of drama for us and we didn't ask for it.
But wait, can I ask you seriously something as an intelligent adult? They caused drama for you?
No.
You're an adult. You allowed them to cause drama.
I literally did nothing. I was like, okay, I don't think he did it. You guys do what you need to do.
AK.
The drama, but there's
wait. Let's get honest. AK, if you did nothing, nothing would have occurred.
I didn't do anything. What did I do?
But let me paint you a picture. Do you want to know the only reason why I am not in a lot of interpersonal drama? It's because I don't engage in it. It's not because it doesn't come looking for me. It's not because people don't have something to say. It's because I don't look, I don't care, and I don't engage. That's a choice that you have to make. If you do not enjoy the drama, then that is a decision that you're the only one who can make it. The world is not going to change.
If we don't enjoy the drama, do we just do nothing? Or can we like even say anything about it? Are we allowed to
It's your decision. Listen, it's absolutely your decision.
We laugh and we move on.
It's your decision.
Even that seems to piss people off.
It's your
Not that we
decision.
do care,
but you
but I
have
mean, I
to
think we
own
have a right to
those
say it.
decisions. You have to own those decisions, and you have to own the repercussions of those decisions. That's
Here's
all
the
I'm
thing.
saying.
I was saying that I did not care about the Kiwi Farms. Once I was done writing on there, I don't give a shit. I haven't looked over there. They tagged me, and then I had friends come and tell me I'm really upset by what is being tweeted about that thread and about Tragic. And I said, I don't know what's going on. Enlighten me. And they really couldn't, but they just left and they got upset and caused a lot of drama.
Who's
and then
the they? Who's the they?
Little Boots.
Okay, okay.
And then like Belinda went on,
Hey,
I
AK,
think
what was
Twitter
your
and started
issue
yelling
with
at
Little
Tragic
Boots?
about that thread.
I,
And that's
well,
how we started fighting with Belinda about it. And it was just kind of
Yeah,
like,
honestly, she owes me an apology.
I'm sorry, did you say something?
yeah. What was the issue? So Little Boots like started something with you?
No. Not with me necessarily.
Okay.
She started things with Tragic for some reason.
Oh, because Tragic always has.
I guess like we fill in the blank as to why
right.
somebody
That's
has a problem with Tragic. You
yes,
know.
I was already there. Yes.
Who,
Flat out.
Belinda?
Oh yeah, because it was misinformation.
I agree. I agree. She
The
did.
tweet wasn't even legitimate. It didn't even say what he was saying was being said in it. Did she
I
not
agree.
look at the screenshot, or she just tweeted it out just to cause drama? I've never done anything to this lady. You know,
Scott,
I went on
very
her
good
birthday
point.
stream
That's a very good
because she
point.
said I was hot, and Gigi had me
Aw.
on as a favor.
Yeah, dude,
You
you
know, and
guys
I
used
went
to
on
get
there.
along. I
Yeah,
hate
but
it. I
she's
hate
been
it.
friends with Irate Alex longer than Gigi. Where's this coming from? So you've been friends with Lord Bear
No,
because he
she
just
actually
recently
has.
changed his
Dude,
name to
Belinda,
Irate Alex. Do you know why
Belinda
he
was
changed his
friends with
name to Irate
Alex.
Alex?
I
For
do, but
Lord,
listen,
for
Belinda
Lord
was friends
Bear?
with Alex before I was even cool with him. They've been cool for like they have the kind of relationship
This
where they
is so
began talking.
weird. So 8 months ago, like how like so all right, and then the other situation happened because now Peanut brought it up 4 months late. So really the situation when she's talking about it right now happened 4 months before that because you said this was 8 months old. Well, wait a minute. No, you said you might have uploaded it at that time.
Yeah, I mean it's not that far off. It's probably like 8,
But that
9,
is so
10 months. Yeah.
okay, because that is really weird though, because it's still involving Irate Alex
Well,
and
okay, because
Belinda.
like Irate Alex is buddies with Gigi, and
Oh my
for
gosh.
some reason also Peanut. I don't know why she likes him. She's just fucking a retard. I don't know. I don't know.
So then how though then when all this is said and done with Peanut recently with Belinda and Irate Alex, you know, Belinda's done, obviously had a falling out with Peanut. Peanut's sitting there trying to stand up for Alex. Alex is cool with Gigi. Gigi's cool with Peanut.
They're all gonna leave Peanut. Okay, that's what's gonna happen.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Peanut
All right.
is going to be the out. If it comes down to a choice between anybody and Peanut, those people will pick anybody else.
Right. And that's very sad because of the fact of how
But that's
hard.
what she knew. Remember, that's what I was saying. That's what she was crying to me about in the Discord. She was crying to me saying, I'm so scared that Gigi is going to do to me what he does to everybody else.
Well, what would make her say that? Like what?
The whole Silvana thing set it off. She's just
Because
like
she was standing up for Silvana.
She was saying, how can you treat somebody like Silvana the way that you're treating her when she is clearly like in need of your help, and she's just distraught, and you're not being a good friend, and like she was just putting herself in Silvana's place and saying and realizing that Gigi would do the same thing to her. But she wasn't explaining it that way. She was just like trying to make me understand that without trying to make Gigi out to be the bad guy, even though she clearly said to me several times, you don't know him like I know him.
Oh, sorry, you cut out. She clearly said to you what?
That he does that. I don't know Gigi the way that she knows Gigi. And that nobody knows him the way that she knows him. And that like, she was
what the fuck story has he said to her?
Jeez. The way that he treated Silvana was indicative of how he does other people, and that's what he was afraid of. She was terrified of him doing to her.
Well, yeah, because when he's you know, like white knighting and going so hard for her, and then all of a sudden can basically flip-flop and then say, you
But
know,
it's not her flip-flopping though. Like, you know what's weird about all of this? I
what?
have more evidence of Gigi being the one to interpret between, like, he would get into her DMs, like they would talk, right? Because they're close. And then,
Mhm.
like, when she was having her flip out after they were trying to talk to Negs, he was sending us screenshots of their DMs, but he cropped them in the way that made her look like she was crazy.
Right. So did her flipping out about like the Sylvana thing coming in, did that
No,
already happen, or
yeah,
does
that
he
had
end up
already
doing it
happened.
later?
That had already
Oh,
happened.
so is that why she was so freaked out, because she knew that happened?
She just knew. She probably has seen him do it hundreds of times. I don't know. Maybe the whole Sylvana thing just triggered something in her and she made her realize that this dude is going to do this to you, you know? But
Do
she
you
couldn't
think
say
she
that to
honestly
me.
felt like Sylvana was a victim? Do you think that's why she
No.
was thinking? No.
No. I don't think, it doesn't matter if she's a victim or not. Who gives a fuck? She just thinks that this is his friend, and you know what, she recognizes her behaviors in Sylvana, right? So in some ways she's going to say,
Right.
like,
Right.
the way that
Yeah, I see what
Sylvana
you're
is
saying.
getting treated, I'm going to get treated that way. And that flipped
Right.
her out this badly. She destroyed my fucking Discord over it.
Right. Yeah, that's
And then you think about like the things like with Gigi, like cropping all of her like DMs that he would send to us, and then spinning a story to make it sound like she was crazy. And then when I told Peanut, we have these screenshots, you need to see them. This is what he's been doing to you.
right.
That's what that whole the stream was all about, showing her that evidence. She
So
refused.
so this is when you showed her the, like, with all the
Wouldn't
things
even
that
look
Gigi
at
was
it.
doing.
She wouldn't even let us show her.
Wow. So is that what you came up there to do, was to show her the
Yeah.
evidence?
I knew going
Oh,
in.
that's right,
that
because she was like, I don't oh my gosh. But
I had known going in on this that she wasn't going to. I knew it was a fucking mistake. And I told Tragic that, but he wanted to anyway. And I was like, fine, whatever. And he was
Well,
like,
I
well, she
think that
really
just
wants you on
goes to-
panel. And I'm like, okay.
I don't know. I think that maybe that she goes to show that Tragic, thought that maybe possibly she, like, that, because the evidence is so, I think this is why it's all a mystery, is because it's or very alarming, because the evidence is so blatant that Gigi treats Peanut the same way.
Then look what he did to get her to cover for him, right? He called her crying in hysterics. He wanted to make sure
How the fuck did he do that?
I don't know, but his big fear was Tragic would win her over first.
Oh, because of fuck. So
because she was very sympathetic to Tragic at one point. She was,
yeah.
But here's the thing. If you look in my Discord, during that time, she was also talking shit about him in my Discord.
Wait, the same time that she blocked me?
No, the same time when she was very sympathetic towards Tragic publicly. She was shitting on him in my Discord.
Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. So because she said, and honestly, looking back, because I had switched parties at that time, right?
Right.
I didn't like where things were going with Peanut and went straight to Negs.
Right.
And so I was trying, since, and this isn't a secret or anything, Negs and DC, everybody's talked about this. This is why we're giving an explanation as to why, we said one thing and then said another. It's really not that hard to see it. It's because we were getting bombarded with, you know, kind of flimsy, but like things that were, I guess, you know, if you took them out of context, you know, you were like, oh, you know, should we look to see if there's something else? You know, that really was true, because that's the whole thing that I was feeling anytime I was watching the supposed evidence against Tragic. It was that feeling of, okay, you know, does this, you know, I'm like waiting for it to, you know, I'm waiting for the ball to drop, you know.
Right. There never is anything. It's all
No,
bullshit.
no,
Yeah.
no.
And
And
it
there
doesn't take
wasn't,
long.
but
It doesn't take long to even see it. It's all a matter of like,
oh
whether
my
you want-
gosh, like, and like that, you know, there was that really long fucking live stream, not live stream, I'm sorry. There was a long video, and I'm trying to remember what the channel was, but it was the entire Discord, and you had to, like, so it might have been 2 hours long.
Uh-huh.
So it was like 2 hours long, but you couldn't read through it in 2 hours. Like, you had to like literally put it on like 1.25 and sit there and probably pause. So now this 2 hours is going to take probably 12 hours to be able to sit there and read through everything that was in there. And I mean, I didn't even get through all of it, but it was like waiting for it to go. And yes, they made it very, because like you said before, some people just have a gift, you know, for like, people have we were talking about how people have a gift for, you know, going ahead and making something really interesting, you know, and that keeps your attention. Well, and it was done in that way. But the whole time you're sitting there just going, like,
Are
me
you talking about
personally,
that stupid documentary that they made?
I don't even know if it was a documentary. I just remember it being an entire fucking Discord dump is what I remember.
Yeah. It was just fucking stupid. It was nonsense. Everything in it. I didn't even watch it. I watched it in that I fast forwarded through it, and then I looked at the evidence file attached, and I thought they'd all lost their fucking minds.
Yeah.
Like, I thought it was made by like a complete and utter, like, I'm not even joking, like somebody who had a lobotomy.
Right.
Like, I don't even know what the fuck that was. I don't even know why I looked at it. It was so retarded.
No, I know. I'm glad I didn't go back and finish it. I think this might have been I was gonna say when my back was broken, I had nothing else better to do than sit and get my back healed. But hey, Tragic, if no pressure, but since we were talking about the situation, I just wanted to extend the offer if you wanted to come up and put it in, because I didn't want to sit here and talk about
right. We're talking about the peanut part, the part where actually let me play some of it, but I'll send you the link.
Talking heavy shit to each other.
Oh, okay.
And it blossomed into a less talking shit and more of a like a loving hate relationship. That's just what it is. That's right. That's for real.
So they've known of each other and they've talked shit to each other for a long
Yes,
time.
that's how it began. That is legitimately how it began.
I think we're all aware that Belinda's friends with everybody.
Yeah, she is. I've criticized Belinda for it to her. I think she's somebody that goes along to get along with everybody. Sometimes to people who I deem inappropriate or sometimes even disrespectful, like to me personally. But
is she talking about
it's who
Yaba?
Belinda is. And if I'm gonna love Belinda, I have to love Belinda for who Belinda is. Do you know
And
what I
think
mean?
Tragic is just upset at the words that were said about him, not really who she's friends with. That's kind of what I'm sensing. Am I correct? Tragic?
Oh shit, Alex is here, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we're super scared. Alex is here. Oh God.
What?
Yeah, Alex was sitting in the oh, you can check DMs. Tragic.
Was he sitting in the studio?
No. He was in the. He's such a pussy. I scared him off Twitter. He wouldn't respond to me face to face. He wouldn't do any of that. So he ran off Twitter. He literally was so fucking scared of me. He's such a fucking weirdo. But he came into Peanut's chat to talk shit specifically at me.
So, but isn't Peanut kind of like she's been standing up for Alex?
Oh no, she tells him she's just being so. Listen what she says.
He said I put it up and I didn't read it. Can someone please explain to Trigilla? Yo, do you know? Let me ask you a question. Tragic. Are you offended?
Are you offended by Trigilla Ice?
Offended by Trigilla Ice?
No,
I
I don't
think-
care about
Dude,
it.
I think that is one of the best fucking nicknames ever.
Well, they
And
yeah,
it
now
is
they
so
skipped
not-
over it. I
It's
just
not
get
demeaning
DOSed
either. Dude,
instead now.
Vanilla Ice is so fucking attractive. Anyone thinks that they're talking shit to you with that nickname, you're an idiot. That's amazing.
Yeah,
I
no,
just-
I have no qualms with that. I have no problems with that
Okay,
name.
good.
But
Needed to
they've-
make sure.
Lately they've just skipped over it. I just get DOSed every time now, which is all right. I really don't care at this point.
Oh God, he's firing shots. He said, "Tell those two
Firing.
dense bitches that I never mentioned them by name." Did you guys say
Oh
that
my
he
God,
did?
Alex, what
I've,
the
I've
fuck?
explained this. Like,
I
it's
didn't
just
even
really
fucking
getting
care that
obnoxious.
much.
So in the fucking Strawberry Douche said that Tragic and his crew, and then she tagged my account, my Kiwi Farms account, and said I participated in this. And then when Alex tweeted out, he said Tragic and his crew called me the N-word. Like, this is not hard to understand.
That's because Alex is a regard. And listen, Alex, you should be
Be
very
careful with
careful.
your words, please. Be careful with your
Be
words if you want
careful
this to
that-
live.
careful.
I'm saying be careful what you say to them, because they'll make you go back down in your weasel hole and you won't get up for a
Don't do
long
threats
time.
I honestly don't
either.
care that
We
much.
want this to live, guys. No
No,
threats.
I'm just
no.
saying. I'm just saying.
Remember
Go
the
back down in your
community.
go back down in your weasel hole. Go away. You know that's where you belong. No one.
Yeah, I honestly,
I
Alex,
don't
I
know
don't
what the-
know. Alex, I don't know what angered you to make you come in firing shots
I
like
always found
this.
him so
Firing
boring.
I don't understand.
You know what
I
angered
like-
him? He was lying. He got caught lying.
What was said
That's
to
why
make you
he's
fire
angry.
Oh,
shots.
who yeah.
He says-
oh
She
my
never
gosh,
said
he's
that
so
she was mentioned by name either. She said that
very
she
triggering.
knew the, knew what you were
Where did you
inferring.
talk about my let's see if this will cooperate. I'm gonna see where she talks
Because
about
she was tagged as crew in the original post. So that's all she was saying. Me, I don't know what the fuck. I didn't care that much. So
You need
let's see.
to calm down, Lord Bear. That's
Yeah, I
not a
don't know why
character.
he's so
That's what you
angry.
live your life like. You used to read those stories.
He came in here fucking rowdy.
I came in here
He's
rowdy.
got a
rowdy.
I came in
Hey,
here
Casey.
rowdy.
Tabs and all the drama that led up to it. And Nigs and DC's reaction to the community tabs
Whoa,
set off.
Oh, here's the community tab.
Why
Here,
are there any mods in
and
chat?
Gaining ground has been going on
Oh
for
my
48
gosh.
hours with these
Okay.
accusations hurling
I
at
don't know
verbal
how to do
abuse
this.
and accusations
What accusations?
that we were teaming up.
Sorry, what's going on?
Look at chat.
Oh.
I'm trying. Sorry, guys.
Oh, that one's already been removed. It doesn't get removed in StreamYards.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah,
Right.
it's fine. We got it.
with Nigs, and nothing that we
All
would
right.
say would
Okay,
would
now
say-
that you've brought that up, can I bring something up since you're all here and you're all
Oh, tragic.
involved?
If I do that,
I very rarely talk about my own personal.
What was that?
tragic. My audience is very different as far as like if I mean I can if I oh my gosh, stop. What are you doing?
You should turn it. What did he say? Turn on what?
He told me to turn it on subscribers only mode, but I mean as long as everybody's here that you know
Yeah, it should be fine. They'll just have to subscribe. They'll just have to
Oh,
subscribe.
all right. Oh, all right. Oh, okay. I don't know how I do that. How do I do that?
So you need to open your own
My own channel, like
or
on
no,
YouTube.
when you make somebody a mod, you know how you right click and make them a mod?
Yeah.
You click on mine or tragic and make him a managing mod.
Okay.
Or click on the top right. Let's see if it's in there.
Like the gear.
Just
Oh.
click next to one of our names and we can do it.
Community moderation. Is that what it is?
Yeah. Mhm.
Oh, okay. Okay. And then it says live on participant mode. Oh, anyone. Oh, okay. I see it.
Let's do subscriber.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Minimum.
Just do like 5 minutes or something.
I'm gonna do one. I don't want any of my good people to get
Okay, 1 minute. Do just do it more
Okay.
longer than a minute. Do one or
Alright.
2 minutes. Yeah.
Okay. And then I just clicked it. Did it change
Yeah, it's
anything
good.
for you guys?
No, you're
All
good.
right.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry.
Things that have been done badly to me and things that hurt me. And I'm going to talk to you about how you guys hurt me in a very similar situation.
Yeah,
In a
sure.
very
Let's talk about
similar
that.
situation, in the way that
Mhm.
you have been hurt by Gaining Ground. So I want to put it in perspective for you guys that you have done to me what you are.
Community tab was for lack of getting it out anywhere else. When I tweeted about it, when Nietzsche tweeted about it, when it first happened, nobody paid attention. So I was like, let me put it back out here. So once I started putting it back out here, it got about a lot of negative attention. And
Yeah, I want to read this comment. I just want to say this to you personally, just because I think it needs to be said. Barnacle says no one wants to read all that
Here we
shit. It's
go.
too fucking long. Here's something that you guys need to learn. I know most of you guys are new to YouTube. YouTubers, I mean, people who are watching YouTube, they're not interested in this internal drama. It for a lot of people, it depresses them. They don't want to see their faves fighting with each other. They absolutely don't. So they don't want to hear it. So I just hope you know. I hope it doesn't hurt
oh
your
yeah, no, I
feelings.
don't care. Like that's
No,
their
so I
problem.
just
Because nobody
okay.
else would tell
I
I don't
just
give a
want to
shit.
make sure you guys know.
Yeah, I don't
Nobody
give a
else would
fuck.
give
Like
us
it's
any
not
advice
about
like
that. Yeah, I don't care.
Nobody-
Like it was
so-
really just about, I wanted it out there. You don't have to fucking read it if it's too fucking long for you. Like just fucking stop.
It's just exercising freedom of speech for us.
Yeah, but
the
they'll
thing
read
is
the
that
they'll read the farms all day long. Which
Yeah, so I would put
basically
the
you
same
wrote,
exact stuff as
AK.
as
Yeah,
fucking
it's no different.
posts on the farms, and everybody loves
Give me
the
a
links
break.
of it there, right? But just on the
Fucking-
community tab, it's a little too
AK,
much.
is
It's fucking
this
Yeah,
what you're
stupid.
Yo,
talking
you know
about? Where
why?
you feel like
I
you're
know.
in silence?
Yeah,
Like
I
that
mean,
you
listen to what she's saying. Like, your community tab post is too long to read. So for
Well,
so
I'm
for
so
mine-
sorry, Peanut. You always, oh my gosh. See, this is very much of an MO for Peanut. She would just take the situation that was going on, not get any details, fire up a stream, put her opinion out there, and then granted, she's not like a huge channel or anything, but I mean, she had a slight cult following, right? And
Yeah.
it did something. And so you don't want to go do the work. You don't want to go get the evidence. Like you
What
don't want to go.
evidence? But that's the
No,
thing.
no.
Mine-
I'm talking about even like looking through what you said.
Right.
Like-
because
like
I
you don't
present
wanna
the
do that.
evidence. I present
Right.
the evidence and they don't even want to read it. So go fuck yourself. Like, what kind of an argument is that? Like,
Yeah, I
why?
understand.
What,
Yeah.
what even? And you know how many of these
It's
fucking
too long,
brain
AK. I can't read it.
Right. Like, how many
yeah.
of these? Look, I get that people say that as a joke. Like, oh, you write a lot. Like, yeah, I do write a lot because I have a lot to fucking say. Don't read it. Like, I still don't understand
Right,
this.
but
Like,
then you can't come back though and say that it wasn't, that
if it was
that it's
that
wrong.
bad,
You know.
if it was that bad, it was that boring, and it was that insufferable, don't fucking read it. It's not for you. Okay?
Right.
It's just not for you.
Right. No, I always enjoy. I mean, when I was reading them, I was like, "Ooh, there's a lot of information here." Like, I think it's maybe for those that like care about information, care about what was going on.
Okay, look, it's not the fucking dictionary. I'm not like writing a thesis here. And I mean, they're
No, but Peanut.
they're literally like what. I'm really honestly shocked at the low level of education of everybody that you cannot fucking read a couple of fucking paragraphs, and
Right.
that's too much for you.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, maybe I am better than you. All right, maybe that is my problem. Maybe you're right. Maybe you all hate me because I think I'm better than you, and I think.
Well,
that's
I mean,
just-
think about it. She ditches out on stuff. She doesn't follow through, and
Right.
you're sitting there, giving out actual detailed accounts that if you sit down, and I actually, I did enjoy those because I felt like it was a better understanding of what the situation, what was going on.
Mhm.
So
Well, at the time,
listen,
I wasn't like I didn't live stream. They kicked me off Kiwi Farms. You fucking kicked me off the Kiwi Farms.
I mean, I guess it's kind of a badge of honor, right? Like they
Right.
didn't want you there, considering the place.
considering the place, like I was too much for Kiwi Farms.
Right.
That's kind of something. But no, I mean, like somehow I'm fine on Twitter, but like I can't explain things
Nikki.
on Twitter. You
Right.
can't, I can only tweet.
Yeah, you would be like
very-
posting every like yeah.
No, not only that, but like Twitter is very good for certain things, but it's not good for explaining things like this. For things like this, you need a platform.
Long form. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
you need some kind of long form platform. And the only thing I had at that point was the ability to make videos. And I guess I could have live streamed, but I was just like, with who? About what? Like, you know, I wasn't
Mhm.
really there yet.
Yes.
And so
No, I
all I had was I got a community tab and I was like, I know one thing.
Yeah,
and
you
it's
can
that
at least be heard there. You
I
know,
I can tag everybody's channel. That's what killed them. You want to know why everybody got so upset?
okay. Okay.
Why everybody got so upset about those community tab posts is because I was tagging people's actual YouTube channels. And I don't mean just like I could tag anybody. Think about the
Right.
people who are on YouTube. I could tag any of them and just bother them as much as I
Yeah.
want. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like that's why I did it. And it really bothered the fuck out of everybody.
Well, I mean, that's their problem, right? So
Yeah.
they don't want to read it. They don't have to read it, but they're not going to get the story.
But that is what this is about.
Very different place. They
Right,
love the
right.
drama.
That's
That's
fine. You
where
don't
you
have
should
to
be
read it.
going.
These
I
are the
don't
same
like that's
people,
the thing.
though.
You don't
I
have
think
to
that we
read
don't-
it. This is
Same
dumb
people.
criticism, but just
No,
anyway.
it's not
All
even
right,
Chris.
so
I
I
just
wanted
wanted
to say
to.
something.
I wanted to make sure to say that too, as new YouTubers, just so you're aware. Like I've been through it too. I do it too. I use it as my own personal journal.
I have
it's like-
no.
Fuck you. That was not my own personal journal. Are you serious? That was not my own personal fucking journal. And
Right.
if it was my personal fucking journal, nobody would be reading it.
Yeah, I do remember that comment, and it was like, dude, there's a lot here, okay? And the people that would be here reading are going to be interested, like what you said. When you try to explain this to somebody, it sounds like fucking crazy Looney Tune land, right?
Yeah.
But the people that would come there to listen, and that would even if they didn't necessarily agree with you, like
Right.
people that they were at least getting your side, and it would make sense. But yeah, everybody coming
For
there
me-
has
for
some
me,
interest
look,
in it.
Bottom line is, if you can't tell, I actually do enjoy entertaining people. I really do. And
Yeah.
a lot of those posts were entertaining as fuck. I liked seeing people react to them. I liked the drama it caused. Okay.
Right.
It was fun. It was funny
Right.
and it was fun. A lot of
Right.
it was fun. But
Right.
don't be shocked that like I respond. I mean, this is not who I am. It's not like, it's literally entertainment.
Oh, yeah, exactly. But that's where people mess up. Like, that's why I have to take a hard stance when people want to weigh out words and stuff, things like that. It's like, I can't do that. I have to draw a line in the sand where somebody crossed over into real life. I'm not going to
Right.
weigh out
That's
words.
what I'm saying. And it's like, I never did that to anybody, and people
Right.
keep doing it to me, and I don't
Oh,
fucking
no.
know why.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know
Hussey
why.
really-
Because, dude, like, look, Hussey did that to me. Did
Hussey.
Hussey even did that to me? And
Hussey.
whatever. He's such a. I'm gonna.
No,
like,
no,
say-
it actually really suited him because it's very and he was hissing. Yes, it just suited him. Just saying.
He's somebody who I have never filed a police report. I've never filed a single police report in my life. Okay.
Right.
On
Mhm.
anybody. I have never called the cops on anybody.
Right.
I have never done this. I've never called anybody's job. I have never called anybody's parents or kids or families. I've never
Right.
even sent an angry email anonymously. Never, not once.
Right.
So the fact that everybody seems to feel like they have the liberty to just intrude upon my life for made up fantasy reasons is insane to me.
Oh, I know. I know. And that's the same thing that Negs has dealt with, DC has dealt with, I don't know how people can, I mean, when you come to YouTube, it's like, it's YouTube. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how people can take it farther than that. It is.
If you want to
beyond me.
complain that I've doxed people at this point, yeah, of course I have. But you
Well-
don't like. I don't. because here's the thing, I didn't start this war. I'm
Right.
participating in it and I'm perpetuating it because I'm taking everyone down with me.
Right.
That's bottom line. Like, I don't care anymore. Like, when you do that kind of thing to somebody, when you have intruded so far into their lives and you've tried to actually damage them over your own made up insanity, like shit that's not even real, shit that never even happened to you.
Right.
I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck about your life. I don't care about your problems. I'm going to do way worse to you. That's
Right.
what you want from me. Like, I didn't do all this because, I don't enjoy it. Yeah, I enjoy doing this. So I don't want to stop, and you're not going to make me leave.
Yeah. No, I mean, I hear you. I think it's just, certain people are willing to take it to, I mean, Hussey, for instance, I mean, like, what do you do? Like, if he would keep doing that, though, wouldn't that be alarming? Like, how could you stay and then deal with that? Or is there now that there would be a prosecution? You know what I'm saying? Like, how long can you deal with that? With somebody stepping out of bounds and literally going in and causing problems for where it's not on YouTube anymore. It's not even just on social media,
But that's the thing.
I don't know.
She makes it a big deal to say that, she is against doxing and going IRL. And I have never seen her dox anybody, to be fair. Maybe
Right.
Clara, I don't know what she was really weird about DC. But,
Yes, she was. That was like DC was the only one that really seemed to get
like,
under
out of
her
line.
skin enough.
Yeah. I don't know why. I still don't understand.
Because Cliff.
Yeah, but
Because
Cliff doesn't do
Cliffy.
anything for anyone. Like, what is he? Did he give her drugs? Like, what is it? I don't understand.
That's what
he
I've
did
been
for
trying to figure out, AK. I've been trying to figure out why she goes, like, aligns up, agrees with him, holds his hand, cuddles. I don't know, because she preaches the opposite, but yet somehow he is different. Even when Hater Tater brought it up to her. Even when
Hater
she
Tater's
said,
another one. Hater Tater's another one who lost its fucking mind.
yes, because at first I was like, yes, oh my gosh, somebody else outside of our area is telling Peanut that Cliff fucked up. And she sat and she's, oh, no, I already talked to him. It was cool.
Brainwashed. They brainwash each other.
Oh my gosh. And like, she kept trying to bring it up. And then you could tell it was like, okay, I'm going to fall in line. I'm going to accept that what you're telling me, you have more behind it. That's the whole thing with what happened to Tragic. And this is why I said that I would never, I really, really learned a valuable lesson. And I am not usually like that in my, my real life, but when it was on here, for some reason, I just assumed, especially being the new person, I just assumed that people knew more, like they had already done the dig, and I think that that's the problem. And that really taught me a valuable lesson. And I was like, you know what? I'm never going to do that again. I'm not. And that's why I've apologized to Tragic, over and over. But I will say, and this should speak as to, for Tragic's character, he never has, even though I might have found his TikTok or said something to him. And he was like, you know what the worst thing he said to me, I think, was, oh, you again. Like, literally. Tragic has never done anything.
Oh, to you,
Yeah, like, no, he's never done anything to me. Even when, I was under the misconception about it, like,
it's the same thing with you and with Holly, because I was telling Holly the same thing. She was really mean to me. She was really,
right.
She said a lot of wild shit to me, but I never took it seriously because I'm going to be honest with you. I thought you all were crazy. I thought both of you were out of your fucking minds.
Me and Holly?
Yeah.
What? Do I really like? I figure I kind of like seem like I'm in the
at the
background.
time. I don't know. I mean, look, at the time, At the time, I was out of my mind. Okay, so
I don't know.
maybe
I just didn't really think that because I'm not usually one to say like comment something super crazy.
I
Like
don't know. There were some crazy comments we were reading from you. Maybe you were like worked up about something. It was about tragic. It was a long time
yes,
ago.
and that could have been when I was I trying to falsely warn Peanut about
Right.
Tragic.
Something. I don't know what it was. It's so
Yeah,
fucking
no, and
stupid.
it was stupid. Yes,
That's
and
what I'm saying. I could tell it was stupid, and I don't. This is why I don't
I
hold it
was fucking
against.
wrong. I was fucking wrong, and I admit it. And it was stupid.
Look. I know, but here's the thing: you don't even need to say that because I can tell. When I read it, I can tell like this. This is just some nonsense. Like we need to move on. Like this is not. Like
That was such a weird thing because I actually this is why it was so difficult for me too, is because I actually really liked Tragic, and for a while there, everybody was, and I'm like sitting there thinking, I really like Tragic, like I did, and that's why I think it just bothered me and why it stuck with me for so long because I really felt like I went against how I felt.
Yeah.
And then I was, I mean, I don't want to say afraid, but you know, like you already assume that other people know more than you do. So it's when you are seeing something and it would be kind of weird for me to stand up and go, hey, this guy that you guys all don't know about, like, I really, I mean, it was very, I just assumed that people just knew more. I assumed that they had discovered something and that I wasn't understanding what they were putting down. But then at the same time, here's the other thing. I will say, like, when somebody sets a standard, okay? So let's say Hussey sets the standard. And then, like, he sets a standard and says that you can't fall out of line in these areas or you're a bad person, yada, yada, right? And then he does them. Right. And then we come over here and we're like, hey, but you did this. How terrible. I might not even think that the action, and using Hussey was a bad example. But what I mean is, I might not even think that whoever, was hypocritical or did something, I may not even find what they did so egregious. But I get the hypocrisy part of it. So I assume that that's why we all call it out and say that it's a bad thing, is because of the hypocrisy.
I don't have a problem with hypocrisy because hypocrisy.
See, I have more of a problem with hypocrisy, and I don't get easily offended, so I don't really give a shit what people say.
You don't understand is like the hypocrisy argument is it's a stupid one because, and you can be a hypocrite about anything.
Sure.
And it doesn't, it's just like, what, so what? It doesn't prove anything. It's a point. It's not even I don't even think it's an argument. I mean,
everybody's going to have some kind of bias.
Everybody, right? Yeah, no, everybody's hypocritical about stuff. It doesn't really mean anything. It just means that, you changed your mind or for reasons. Who cares?
And yes,
you want to talk about what the reasons are. That's one thing. If you want to,
that's what I care about is how did it change? If you could, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I care about is the connecting of the dots. Like, if you just, because I feel like certain people, like Russ, for instance, there's no dot connecting. So it's that for me. It's well, then just explain to me why you feel differently. Like, I don't necessarily have to agree with you, but just explain to me why I want to know how you got to that conclusion. That's always what's important to me, because I would just, because if you can't and you're still sitting there saying like, well, it's not that way, and I didn't do, I wasn't being hypocritical, I didn't do anything wrong, then, then I just see you as somebody that can't see it. But if you can explain to me how you got there, then, that takes the hypocrisy for me off the table, because
like for me, hypocrisy in and of itself is meaningless though. Who cares? It's just a meaningless term because like, have we ever, like when we go back to Peanut, right? Has she ever once laid out what specifically her morals are?
No, not really. I mean,
so how the fuck
I mean,
Yeah,
except
and
he
he
has
makes
made
us to know what the
constantly.
fuck she's talking about. There's no
She's constantly just said, like, I don't even think that it was like what, like what her commandments were, right?
Mhm.
Basically, what she was having an issue with was the same thing that she's doing with Gigi. That's the thing that she's preached about from day one, and that's why it is so infuriating me, because that's the same thing that she is doing with Gigi all
Oh,
this
she's a
time.
junkie. She's an active junkie.
But
Okay.
how does that explain this fascination with Gigi?
It's not a fascination. She's just afraid of Gigi.
Okay. That's
Mhm.
what I was wondering. Like, what is the reasoning? Like,
Because
I didn't
he's one of her very few allies on this platform. Very few. With
yeah,
a big
until
with a
he
real-
decides not to.
with a very yeah, and you don't think he won't? If it
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yes.
if it comes down to Gigi, okay, he's probably already decided between Yaba and
Oh, absolutely.
and Peanut. No,
Yep.
fuck Peanut. Peanut's gone. You will
Oh, yeah.
never see Gigi again.
Uh-huh. Because he has already started, excusing Yaba.
He's
You
been
know-
excusing Yaba from day one. He
Yep.
literally would tell us, he was like, I remember Tragic. Tragic probably remembers because he said it in the group chat. I don't think that Yaba has never done anything wrong. He said it in a live stream too. He's like, Yaba and Sam don't go IRL like Negs does. They've never done anything like that.
Are you serious?
Yes. This is shit Gigi probably still agrees with.
Wow. I mean, but how? I mean, like, well, what Gigi said about after him and Negs fought, he said it, I think, before to Peanut. Oh yeah, I remember that stream. He said, "I'm starting to question everything that Negs
Right.
ever said to me was a real."
Mhm.
Like, are you crazy?
Yep. And he made us all feel that way too. He encouraged Tragic to go towards MFW.
Hi, Luna.
He wanted Tragic to see what he could get out of MFW's knowledge of Negs.
Yeah. Okay. So there was an agenda.
Oh yeah, there's always an agenda. He plays it off. When you look at the conversation, Tragic literally came into the Discord and asked everybody, "Hey, should I like do this podcast or stream with MFW?" And I was like, "Fuck no, this bitch is crazy. You're gonna go down in flames." And I'm not.
Oh,
gonna
don't
be
you
part
wish
of
you
it.
would have said something else now?
No, I said what I said. I said you're gonna go down in flames.
Yeah, no, I know. It
No.
was genuine. Yeah.
You don't understand. No. I got into a big fight with him about this.
Like,
I
he
said-
really wanted to go with MFW.
Yes.
Well, isn't it interesting then that okay, because Hussey didn't want to, and then now he is.
I'm not talking about Hussey. I'm talking about
I know.
Tragic. Yeah.
I know, but Tragic was gonna go with MFW.
Tragic streamed with MFW for like,
Yes.
I don't know, he did a couple streams with her.
Yeah.
And she was like up his ass for them to do like a podcast together. It's like,
I'm sorry. I thought you said Gigi. I'm sorry.
No.
Okay.
And that
So it was Tragic. Oh yes. Well, I'm very glad that Tragic didn't go that way.
well, that's what I said. It caused a big fucking fight because I said, if you do that, I'm done. Like, I don't want to be
Right.
around for this round 200 after budget and who is she and all this other. I'm not doing MFW. I'm not doing round MFW,
Right. Exactly. Tragic said that it was Dark Didla. Absolutely. Yeah, he was in here a few days ago. Which
What Discord? My Discord? Your Discord? Well, I don't see anything. Where the fuck am I? Oh, yes, it was. Look at
how
this.
do you know that?
Hold on, I'll show you.
But I want to go back to this because this gets
We will.
interesting. Okay.
Just a quick side.
Yeah. At least
Side.
Russ didn't take up 4 hours. So yeah.
Look, you're gonna get. This is what you get when you have me on. Okay, here we go. I think you have to share it.
Oh, I'm sorry, baby. Okay, hang on.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
And oh, thank you. I was doing that and I was like, wait a minute, if I'm only zooming in on one part.
All right, there you
Oh.
go. Thanks, Dark Ninja, for saying the N word repeatedly in AJ's chat.
Yeah, that was great. Was he saying that to me or
Who
to
is this
Tragic?
to? Who is this from? He just DM'd that to Tragic.
Oh, so he was saying that too, Tragic?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you know what? I was the one that didn't want it in here, so you can call me that. It's fine.
Look at that, Dark Didla. Why would you call her that? That's really mean.
It wasn't, you know what? But what's weird is that I mean, wasn't there, correct me if I'm wrong, there was a point in time where Tragic, like, didn't know about his shenanigans, Dark Diddlers, right?
Yeah,
So-
you know, that's probably a whole different stream we have to do.
Yeah, but I was just saying, I think I had subbed to him because I was wondering how he found me.
Yeah, probably.
And
Mhm.
I might have stayed sub to him just because, you know, then you can know if they've, you know, you get a
Right.
notification if they do something or their stuff will come up. So, I don't know if I am. That's the only thing that I can think of, though. Like that's
He's a fucking tool.
yeah, a little bit.
He's just a fucking tool.
Yeah.
Like, but that's the thing. I'm not trying to attract people to like.
Yeah, she's giving me her failed channel, her failed third Banovating channel ass is trying to give me advice on how to YouTube.
You know, it's just literally for me to put it out there.
Listen, you
It's the same thing with
started
TV
this?
Farms.
No, but you started this with you didn't feel like you were getting the support. That's why
Well,
I felt
I think-
necessary to read that and say what I said.
Oh, the farmers are in,
Nobody
are
else
in
was
attendance.
willing to
You
put
know
it
that.
out there
God.
for us, right?
Belinda's here.
When
Belinda's here.
you know, AK just
Anyway,
took it
so
upon herself.
Negs and DC took a liking to what I was posting, and they started covering it, and that is what set off everybody else. Because we were like, they were posting it, and I'm like just hearting comments or something, and Gigi got very bent out of. He wasn't bent out of shape at first. It's just
No, but
happened
do you-
over a period of weeks.
But yeah, but do you understand why from a human standpoint?
From a human.
Sure, but it doesn't really make a
But the
difference
thing
to
is
me
that the
because
empathy
he
was
doesn't
not
have that kind of
That was the
relationship.
issue in my opinion.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I said we understand why he felt that way, but every time that we try to explain our side, like the empathy was not reciprocated, right? And
Yeah.
Can I give
So-
some advice too? I want to give two pieces of advice to Nietzsche. First of all, Nietzsche, you keep it sounds like your background noise. You keep I don't know why. I don't know if it's your mic or the way you're talking, but it sounds like I think it's you're talking at the same time with other people. It sounds like a murmur of a radio in the back. And I
Okay,
want to
sorry
hear
about
what
that.
you're saying.
I'll be right
I want
back
to hear
then.
what you're saying. And also, try and stay away from talking as a we. Speak for I. Speak for me. You're always going to get a better response if you're speaking. You're like keeping it on the I. Do you know what I'm saying? So, just some advice. Keep going.
Just some
No,
advice.
Strawberry Douche is your cousin, Belinda. And
Okay.
I have a question for you. How does one get in touch with a farmer to get that farmer on your channel to collab?
Because they're
Because the only-
friends.
Yeah,
friends.
exactly. Okay. Well,
It's fine.
yeah, okay. I just wanted to put that out there. And another thing, since we're talking about the farms, and I mentioned this before in a community post, and I have a video coming out about this later. There's a person named Dr. Roxo. Dr. Roxo is very good pals with
Oh, no.
BGTV, with Ms. Parker, with
Oh, no.
Frankie.
You're
He's
calling
giving
out
people
Roxo.
doxes. He's giving people
Wait,
my
tragic,
social security
tragic
number.
alert, alert,
shit.
alert. I just feel a need to remind keep names, any real names out of this, or else this can't live
No,
on the
no,
channel.
no. There's no.
Just I want to give a
no.
reminder. All right, keep
That's
going.
not a real name. That's one of the people that's in the Plate Gang. Apparently, the Plate
So
Gang
this-
doxed or swatted.
So this is stuff he's repeating from Dark Ninja.
Oh, okay. Okay. So Dark Ninja fed Tragic this information.
Uh-huh. Mhm.
Oh, geez, oh, Lou. So sorry,
A-
Tragic.
about people in the plate gang being evil swatters.
That a congresswoman
Oh,
and it's
okay.
been
Okay.
blamed on the farms, and that's been one of the reasons why the farms keeps going down. So to all you farmers out there
She
who
absolutely
or
was
enjoy
tragic.
reading the farms, you that are in communities like BGTV or
Skip
Fwanky
over that.
or Ms. Parker,
Yeah, no, I
you're
understand.
teaching
I
the people.
You know,
I-
I will admit, Belinda,
this is on my channel. It's been on there for a long time.
No, I know, and I understand, and it's like you don't want anything like false going
I
out
know.
there. I totally.
does seem from the outside perspective,
see,
it
wait a
seems like
second.
you
I
have a
just wanna
bias
say
towards the farms.
To anybody listening, it's not like we're skipping it because we don't want, like, ooh, you caught us. No,
It's just
Tragic-
incorrect information. That's all.
right?
It's like weird. Those people,
Exactly.
the people he's talking about are our friends. I mean, we're cool
Right.
with them, right? You know, it's
Tragic was going off what he thought was reliable information. I was going off what I thought was reliable information. And that's not to put anything against Negs or DC. They also thought that they were going off of reliable information. And this is how you do it, you guys. You just have to say, hey, we got it wrong. And we learn from it, and we feel
It's
differently.
not hidden. It's
That's it.
literally still on our channel. It's still on my
Right.
channel. It's not hidden because it's not a secret that he said that. But he was getting fed info from Dark Didla, and we didn't know he
Yeah.
was a Dark Didla.
Yeah. No, I understand because that's the same way that I felt. So, I mean, I'm glad I mean, listen, I understand. I have a lot of empathy for that because that's exactly the way that I felt too. So, yeah, bad information,
It
and
happens. It happens.
I'm not gonna go against the guy like that,
Yeah.
It absolutely does. That is not, I don't think anybody would argue that. It seems like you are in cahoots, so to speak, with the farms. That's like a pretty accepted opinion. So I don't think anybody would disagree with that, right? And Belinda says, because I made an announcement that I needed people to do the weather, and she emailed me. It's that simple. See, I knew that. That's why you think
What she's saying is she's talking about when Belinda had Strawberry Douche on her channel. I don't know if you've seen that.
Whoa, didn't she do like the weather thing or something?
Yes, she did
Yeah.
the weather report.
Mhm.
That's what she's talking about. So my contention at this point, whatever my conspiracy
Because were
theory.
you trying to tell them who you were trying to tell her who Strawberry Douche was?
I was trying to tell them that fucking Belinda was in cahoots with Strawberry Douche and was
Okay.
in on the farms deep. And guess what? I was
Okay.
fucking right. I was right.
Wow.
But she was lying. I don't know if she thought I was crazy or she knew the truth. I don't give a fuck. But she fucking tried to make me feel like shit about it.
And what's interesting is that Peanut just said something, what in her recent stream, she had said that she had always thought that Belinda knew about Hussey. She didn't know for a fact. That was her feeling.
No, you know what those fucking retards are saying now? The fucking retard is saying that everybody knew Hussey called. It was Hussey who called Negs. Everybody knew. It wasn't a secret. No, it wasn't a fucking secret. Because I was one of the people who was defending Hussey to everybody.
It was not a secret.
So it was not a fucking secret.
He did.
Oh my God.
There was a precursor to it. Does anybody not remember that? And it was live. Not only was it all right. He said he literally. It feels tired to say it, but then I know when I'm watching, they don't back up or they don't actually say the statement. I'm always like, wait, what? So when he said, but I figure we all know, maybe your kid will answer the door. Okay. There was a precursor. It was a foreshadowing of what's to come. And then it was live streamed.
Dude, we don't
and
even
then
need
he
that
talked
because
about
Vicky-
it. He literally talked about it.
He talked about it. Vicky confirmed it.
Yes, it was the whole fucking thing. It was all of it. What do you mean that it was? Oh my gosh. No, sorry.
It's like when he did the whole thing, like he was going to get he got that like money from his community to go to California. Remember?
Yes.
Talking about Hussey, yeah. He
Well,
lied
see, this
about
is
it.
well, that's the thing too, is what he got David to basically back him up. He's like, yeah, David, and David said, yeah, I saw it, it's true. And then when his ribs supposedly got broke, he had said, well, David's seen the doctor's report, and something about Wistful Demon or somebody else. I could be wrong saying Wistful Demon, I'm not sure, but it was somebody else that he's close to. And he said that they've seen the evidence. Well, we already know that David lies about it. So why would we even believe him? So you got two. You said that he said that he would show. Oh, this is another thing. Just a side note. So I just found out that even if you're a contingency lawyer, right? Okay. So you will take a case because usually you think that it's going to pay out, but there are some lawyers like that if they do not win, you owe them for the for their work. You owe them for the amount.
That's not going to happen.
Well, I'm just saying
There's no lawyer on earth who would fucking trust they would get any money out of Hussey for that.
Yeah, I know, but unless they're really believing that, like, let's say we have no idea what Hussey said to his lawyer. We have no idea. We have no idea how he presented himself. He said that even his lawyer was like, oh my gosh, all these people are here for you. So maybe that made the lawyer think, because I don't know if the lawyer understands YouTube. Who knows?
I think the lawyer saw money. He saw the money in potentially like DC's house, right?
Absolutely. Yes.
So when she sold that, the money is gone.
Right.
There's nothing really else that they can bank on. I don't know why the lawyer's even still doing the case, but like maybe he's just he can't quit. I don't know. Don't care.
I don't know either. It's going to be very interesting because I don't want any of you guys to forget to hold Hussey accountable for the things that he said that he would show and also things he would do. And he said that he would also pay back the people.
Never going to happen. Never.
Right. So I'm just saying, just remember, don't forget, you guys, that is, and it's not to you. I know you guys remember, but remember that is what he said he would do, because there were people even coming into his chat. Oh no, never mind. But yes, it is, he promises stuff. People forget. That's why I think it's important sometimes to just remind people of the promises that he's made. So, because it's going to get interesting.
That they're related or something? I just heard someone say you thought they're cousins. Is that real?
No, I was just joking. Oh God,
okay.
Ellie.
Wasn't sure.
Jesus Christ. Fuck's sake.
Sacha says the farms is evil. Let it burn. The farms are cancer. They deserve to burn. Yeah, people are not fans of the farms, it seems. Why do you think she's in cahoots? Because it's obvious. And I'm not saying it like it's a negative thing, but she's very well liked and she's friends with a lot of them. That's not a negative thing. It's just a fact of reality. Do you know what I'm saying? There's no need to argue that fact. Like, Belinda, would you even argue that fact? Oh, Jesus. Even Belinda knew you were joking. I'm so late to the party. My bad. So what else, guys? What else are we talking about? It's true. It is true. It's not a bad thing. Belinda just gets along with everyone. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see an issue with that. I think there's a
That's
lot of
Nietzsche,
mysticism
right?
around
Yes.
farms. That's kind of just
Yeah. I
it's
think that's
pointless because
Nietzsche.
we all participate in it. We all
Yeah.
talk to, I don't know, we all kind of know one of them, right? I don't know whether we know it or not. It's a small community. So I think this whole contention about who's who on the farms it's a waste of time. And that's why I was against what happened to AK on the farms.
Why does it matter is what I want to know. I don't understand the
Wow.
Still
culture.
don't
Why
know.
does anyone care?
What a bitch. Why does anybody care what happened to me on the farms? Is that what she means?
Mm-mm-mm.
Something I've always criticized the farms because they eat their own. They love
Yeah.
to fucking eat their own.
Well, it's just like when you dock somebody who writes on the farms, like you can't go back, right? Because you lose that anonymity
Oh,
unless you
okay.
like
I
make a new account.
understand. I get it now. I get that. Okay. That makes a lot of sense.
And it destroyed that thread because that thread has been boring as hell and just terrible ever since they doxed AK from it. It's like unbearable to even read. And most of the people that archive in that thread is like 320p, it's like technology from 20 years ago. It's like, at least if you're going to archive, do it something that came out in the last 5 years. I mean,
I
what are they
agree.
archiving this on?
Well, there's a lot
I
of old
think Null
ladies in
has
there.
said that. I think Null has admitted that that's why it's so open to attacks, right? Like the D.
Anyway, so
When does she go the fuck off though on Nietzsche? Because she does.
I think she did it in the beginning more.
No, because I think Nietzsche leaves.
No, we all I don't know if we all kind of left. I mean, I remember we stuck it out. Like it was, look at this, it's almost 2 hours. Wow.
Yeah, it was. I mean, when I say a good stream, I mean interesting, as in there was a lot there. There was a lot there.
Here, I'm putting this in the
Oh no, it's okay.
Me.
Yeah.
Don't be unreasonable. You're better than this. He did it to
no, I'm saying I'm gonna put this in the
show
private chat.
that I
Maybe
am
it'll play
going
better
to
for you.
bat. for
Okay.
people like
I am
AK
having
and
a very
Nietzsche
hard
when
time
no one's
finding
around to hear it. That's
the
why he
block. Like,
posted it.
disappeared. I don't
The
know where
what?
it is. The block for the private chat, like it completely disappeared.
Oh, okay. Next to the
And then-
comment.
Yeah, like I cannot find it. It is.
Okay,
it
I'll
is-
send it to you. You have Discord?
Yeah,
open?
yeah. You
Alright, I'll
you
send
can just you can just do it that way because it is not popping up.
Because everybody was
Okay, I see it. All right,
they
give
can't
me 1
trust
second. I'll be
him.
right back.
Look at what he did. He was so mean. And this shit really did come out of left field. Whatever happened between you guys on a personal level, privately in Discord, you guys decided to take it public. And
Yeah.
for him, it came out of left field.
Well, here's the thing. All these accusations and the negative feelings that we now know that he had for us, that came out of left field. So
But
yeah, it
you
is back.
know
It is back
why?
and forth. We have
But
done
wait, Nietzsche,
triple
I
things supposed to
don't
be like
Nietzsche, I don't understand how you cannot make the connection that he was doing to you exactly what you did to me. How is
it's
it
not
that
exactly
you
the same,
cannot?
Peanut. We already just
Maybe
went through
listen,
this.
maybe AK, maybe it's not exactly the same, but it's pretty goddamn close. And
Not
it's even
really.
with the same individual under the
It's
same circumstances.
no, it isn't.
It is.
That's
It
what you
is.
think, Peanut. But I'm sorry,
No, it
it's not
is
the
the
same
same.
situation.
It is
You aren't
exactly.
there. You weren't in the situation.
He
So it's not the same
thought
situation.
he thought that you guys were aligning with him. That's what you guys thought I was doing, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So
we
how
didn't-
is it
no,
different?
we didn't
No,
think
it's
you
not
were
though, because we
aligning.
didn't go on. We didn't condemn you the
We
way that
just didn't want you
were
talking to
condemned.
him.
We talked about it on a gossip
It was
space,
such a
and
bitch
I gave my
move, but
opinion in a
that's
nice,
what we
like
thought.
it was nice about it. So I don't know how that's the same.
Because it is the same. It's you know why it's not the same to you? Because now it's you who it's being done to.
Okay, I
That's why
finally
you
have it.
don't
What
see
did
it
you
as
want
the
me to
same.
do with it?
It's the same. It just has different.
I'm sorry. What did you want me to do? Because it
Sorry,
is.
mine is buffering a lot. And it was just like if
All
you-
right, yeah. You want me to go ahead and share it? Here, I'll go ahead and
Yeah.
share it. It's okay. So, all right, I'm gonna remember now. Present. And The much needed yeah. Oh my gosh, I remember that title now. Jeez. Okay. And we're at 138, right?
I don't know where you said where she really went off on Nietzsche. I don't remember where it was.
I
You said near
thought
the
it
end?
was towards the end. I thought she like
Yeah, maybe.
went the fuck off on her there, but like I said, I mean, I don't know. This was a while ago. You thought it was during the whole thing. I thought there was a point in time where she just laid into her.
Yes, that's how it began. That is
Oh my
legitimately how
God.
it began.
I think
Jesus.
we're all aware that Belinda's friends with everybody.
Yeah, she is. I've criticized Belinda for it to her. I think she's somebody
Do
that
I need to
goes
turn
out
it
to
up?
get along with everybody.
Yeah, but it's
Sometimes
after
the
this.
people who I deem
Is it
inappropriate
loud enough
or
though?
Yeah, I
sometimes
think
even
so.
disrespectful, like to
Is
me
it loud enough for
personally, but
everybody?
it's who Belinda is.
I
And
think
if I'm
I
gonna love
already played
Belinda,
this
I
part.
have to love
Okay, hang
Belinda
on a
for who
second.
Belinda
Okay.
is. Do you know
And I
what I
think
mean?
Tragic is just upset at the word.
So oh, okay. So it's that. All right. You said you played this part. Do I need to go forward a little? Is it to the where the gray is? Is it
I
a
have
little
no
bit
clue.
farther?
I have no
Alright.
clue. I thought you said it was near the end.
Okay, see if this sounds okay.
You need to calm down, Lord Bear.
Oh wait, no, it was definitely
That's
in
not a
I don't know why
character.
he's
That's
so
that's
Oh, that's
angry.
fine. That's
We're
when he's
both
yelling at
fight
Alex.
about it.
He's
Yeah.
yelling
Oh,
at
okay. Or
Yeah.
did we already listen to it? Because I remember
AK's
he
about
went off
AK's
on him,
community
but
posts. And I mean, I don't know
Okay.
who these people are. Like, they're anonymous. Like, they're just
Should we put it up
accounts
on
Twitter and
screen?
stuff.
oh, this
Like, how
yes.
important is it? Should we put it up on screen and like
I
look
mean, it's
at
a
it?
lot. It's a
all,
lot. I don't
all of
think
it
we
is
can-
important.
Oh wait, so did she want to see it?
It's a summary of like a
Go back
year's
a little
worth of
bit.
drama.
Okay. This is it. Okay. I'm gonna turn it up just a little bit, okay?
Only one will make it out.
I've tried to talk to these goofballs on multiple occasions. They never come on stream with me.
Dude, you know what I don't understand? Why can't we all just talk about this with humor? Why can't we fight
With
and then
humor.
love each other at the end of the day? Like, why can't we brutally fucking bash each other verbally and then be like, oh, that was fun? Like, why can't we all be capable of that? I hate everybody. Keep
Yeah.
going.
Yeah, it'd be cool if some people
It
could
just
take a
ends.
joke.
It
I
ends with.
know, right? It would be so fun.
It just ends with people saying they're calling the cops or going to the courthouse or calling CPS.
So we go from that
Usually
to
how it
this,
ends.
like before.
a lot
right
of these
before.
groups.
Oh, Allie Dean, I fucking hate it. Did I interrupt you guys? Were you say more? You were saying something before he came in and I interrupted you guys.
Yeah, I
Right?
don't even know. There's a lot to talk about.
So continue, keep going.
Okay, so I guess what I was trying to lead up to is that there's a lot of drama that was accumulated. It was all put on AK's community tab. Nobody has to read it if they don't want to, but the people who are always calling it stupid and they don't want to read it and blah blah blah, yet they want to you know, like talk shit as if they don't the information isn't out there already. That's
No,
just
they
What are
don't-
you
silly to
talking
me.
about? Be
They don't
specific
like-
and use names.
About AK's community posts, and I mean, I don't know
Okay.
who these people are. Like, they're anonymous. Like, they're just
Should we put it up
accounts
on
Twitter and
screen?
stuff.
Like, how important is it? Should
It's a lot. I don't
all of
think
it
we-
is
If you have
important.
the time, read it if you want to. It's a summary of like a year's worth of drama.
But wait, should we put it up on screen for people to read it if they want?
I mean,
long
it's up to you.
posts.
The reason why
It's up
people
to you
she knows-
guys.
she
If
posts
it's
them knowing they're
important to
long
you,
posts.
it's
See
about
how
is it important
condescending
to
she
you?
is?
Should I do
Well,
it?
I actually.
I think we're
All right.
the reason why people don't
Hold-
like
hold
it is
on,
because
now I-
Megs and
hold on.
DC have been
I go-
covering it when it's been out
You-
there for anybody to cover,
Sorry.
but they have covered.
All right, you guys, I'm gonna get the hang of this soon, but she's OP. All right, I didn't really take that as condescending, but I thought but I also
Why-
didn't
why
have
are we-
feelings with her
why-
like you did. You know what I'm
Why?
saying?
Why the fuck are we looking at my community tab?
Didn't Nietzsche basically say that there was like the evidence there, and that's what she was trying to show her.
She wasn't going to accept any evidence even at that point. You realize that, right? If we had gone to my community tab, right, and we had read anything there, she would have wasted my fucking life even further, going through it, saying, this was stupid. This doesn't make sense. Why don't you have this? But this isn't complete. I saw it all coming already. And I was just like,
I mean, I do understand what you're saying. I really do. Like, because you felt like even if you went through everything, it still wasn't gonna change anything, right?
the only reason she would have put it up was to ridicule it.
So do you think that that's what her, like,
Yeah.
she was actually, maybe it was more of like, she was like, okay, show me the evidence so then I can go ahead and tell you.
Dude, we could have said, she didn't even want the evidence in DMs. You don't understand? We had everything. We had asked her repeatedly to look at it. Why did we have to come on this panel like this and have her talk to us like fucking dogs for no reason, for her to decide she now wants to look at my community tab? Are you fucking kidding me?
So you had already sent this stuff to her. It wasn't like
she'd already said, I'm not looking at it. I refuse. You guys have,
and then she just said, well, if it's important to you guys, you have it up.
Yeah.
All right. Now I understand why you said that. All right.
Right?
Okay.
Like, is it really
But
important?
do you see what I'm saying though? As an audience member, like, it can go across completely a different way. Like, because that is not the way I didn't know that she had. And I know that you guys have talked about this, but what I'm trying to, and this is something that I've been invested in. I'm talking about somebody that's been invested in. It's still hard to understand where the timeline is and what the facts are and the dots on the timeline. So she was sent this. I didn't realize that she had refused necessarily this before. And then turned around and acted like a completely different person.
Not only that, she is aware of my community tab existing. She is so aware of it. She knows the problems with it and is trying to give me advice on it.
So basically that just shows that, like, maybe she already went through it anyways, and she's still repeating.
Of course. Yeah. Dude, she's not like, she is exactly what you think.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Yeah. It doesn't.
That's
why it's so infuriating, because I think we can all look back, on we all went to because of some fond feeling. And yes, you said
this is the thing.
I know.
This is the thing. Like, people look at this and I've had like people like Brown Girl Life come up to me and be like, oh, Peanut even dumped your ass. That's how low you. I know Peanut didn't dump anybody. We dumped her. Right. Okay. And this was the stream that we dumped her in.
Right. And it's the whole, no, I dumped you, you dumped me. Yeah, I know. I get it. But it's what people are hearing and what timeline they have. Like, and still it is so muddled. It's really hard to make heads or tails out of it sometimes, and especially with what our prior feelings were towards Peanut when, listen,
I
liked her and she went with eggs,
I sat with her in that group chat. Okay.
Oh, sorry. Okay. You were breaking up. I couldn't hear you.
Oh, I sat with her in that group chat and she was really upset when Megs was turned on her and said all that shit about her or whatever, whatever happened. And she was like telling us that she was so upset. She was in tears. She was like, I just need you guys around. Like, she sits there acting like.
Okay, so she was in tears. She said she was upset.
She said, I'm in tears. This has fucked me up.
With her and Eggs.
Yeah.
And do you know what the details the key points that happened in order were?
Yes, she promised him she promised to
get Tommy C's,
she promised to get Tommy C's help. She promised to help him with his Twitch channel and like promoting and stuff, and like she made a lot of promises she didn't keep. Bottom line,
even remembered?
Oh, probably not. I mean, like, he covered for her junkie fucking story.
Oh,
and
you should that video of Negs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
is,
horrible. It's fucking horrible. Yeah.
and I think it just shows Negs's
He's a
human
good friend.
side.
That,
Where,
that
yes, yes,
he wants to be a good friend. Yeah.
yes,
To his
and
own to his own detriment often. So
right, exactly. So she felt like she made all these promises, right?
yeah.
I'm sorry. It's like 1,000 things. Like, all right. So she made all these promises because she was going on, and that was just when Negs had lost his channel, right? So she was going to
Yeah.
go on and kind of promote his Twitch, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Not to promote his promote his Twitch and like help him out, and she's like,
Right.
I'm get Tommy C to help out, and I'm gonna have him shout you out and stuff like that.
And this is when they were having was this their first stream, or is this when they had the anniversary?
The first one.
The first.
This was right. It was right after the first one, and so basically, later on, she never contacted Negs. She just basically ghosted him, never said another word to him, and he got mad. I guess anybody would, right? Like you lose your livelihood.
Yeah, I think that
and these people who said they're going to help you are not there for you. So
right. But
understandably, he was pissed, and he started saying shit, calling her a junkie, all that fucking stuff.
Right.
And I mean, but she is. That's the thing. It's like she is, and her self-righteous, like moralizing and all that shit. Like you have to understand, we didn't know any of this. I didn't suspect that she was still a junkie when this was all going down.
Oh, okay.
I bought her stupid story that she was like whatever pickpocketed or fucking fell asleep on the car. I don't know what the fuck her stupid story was.
She
right?
said though that she woke up naked with her
clothes. Okay, that's a whole different story. I'm talking about the story where she claimed she was pickpocketed and mugged and like needed money, and then like Negs' community came together and like gave her like Uber money, and it was like $300 that it came out to.
Wow.
And like anyway, who cares at this point?
But when she, do you think, because you said it was after the first one with Tommy C, that she was supposed to go back on, or
no, she just promised him like she would get Tommy C to help or something like that.
So had she had that huge blow up though with Tommy C yet?
But that was never even a blow up. It was just a show.
What?
They were not mad at each other.
Yeah, but Negs stood up for her.
I mean, he was just standing up. He was just pointing out that, like, yeah, he was being a dick. She said, yeah, he's being a dick. Then moved on. It wasn't that deep.
But if he sat there and like stood up for her and everything, like, and called Tommy C out.
He didn't even call him out. He just said he was wrong for talking to her like that. That's it.
Yeah.
He said that he wasn't wrong about his points.
Right. And that's, so she was that the stream though, where Tommy C was, raging at her,
calling her a
where
cunt.
she was supposed to promote.
But she
Negs.
was being wrong. Like, no. She never, that was all after.
Okay. That's what
there was never a stream that she promised anything on. Or that it would happen on a particular streamer, and it didn't.
Okay. So she just said that she was just going to do it in general because she had contact.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. And then nothing. Well, do we know if she tried or?
No, she told a whole story about why she never did, and it was really kind of.
Oh, she never did. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Now that sounded familiar.
She said because she knew that the moment that Tommy C looked into Negs, he would not like him and would have been.
Yep. You're right. And
it would have hurt Negs instead of helped him. So she just never did anything and never bothered to tell Negs about it, by the way, either. So
yeah, that is shitty. And the whole thing with Peanut going to Tommy C and then not getting a hold of Negs, do you think maybe possibly, and this is just looking at a different situation, do you think maybe she overestimated her, like it's a pride thing, like she overestimated her pool with Tommy C, and like she was basically dismissed, so she just didn't want to confront that?
She's fucking brazen. She'll do whatever. She didn't give a shit. She doesn't care about her reputation, not like that.
Oh, okay.
I think she felt that bringing up Negs would have hurt her personally more than it would have helped her. So she didn't.
Oh, yes. Well, I mean, but at the time though, everybody was still rallying around that though.
She did not want to recommend a dude who would be universally hated. That's all it is.
Right.
It was a very selfish decision for somebody who claims she wasn't doing this for money.
Okay. All right. Yes, like not doing it. Well, she said she wasn't doing it for money, and yes, some people don't, but also usually, you start something with a idea in mind because I mean, I could go back to Russ. I don't know what his idea was, but except for mirroring everything else. But I mean, some people when they start stuff, it's because like when I even started just doing videos, it was because I was passionate about the topic I was talking about, so usually it, starts with something that you feel strongly about, but for her to just completely dismiss and then not get back in contact when there was no segue. There's no segue at all. It sounds more like something that Gigi would have convinced her of.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, that's what it seems like, because she was kind of one of the last ones standing saying that, I will do this, I will help you. And then, I mean, I don't know if anybody was around then and seen conversations, and this could have been completely private between, Gigi and her. And this is just an idea, but it really does kind of sound like his MO, because he wouldn't want to be involved with something like that. I would actually put that more on Gigi than necessarily Tommy C,
I mean, Gigi doesn't know Tommy C at all.
Right. But what I'm saying is that where it stopped at. So did Gigi get a hold of Peanut and put a kibosh on it?
No.
You don't think that he stopped it because he was sitting there talking about how Negs was going to go through the last people that truly cared about him?
No, he didn't. This is Peanut. This is all Peanut. She's a shit person. Look, all you need to know.
No, I'm not saying Peanut's not involved, because Peanut holds Gigi's hand or follows Gigi wherever he wants to go.
She I've talked to Peanut on the phone for real. Like, I've actually talked to Peanut. Okay. And the person I talk to is way more not manipulative. It's business minded than you would believe.
Business minded?
Yeah.
With YouTube?
Yes.
How?
Just the way that she her streams, the way that she wanted to, the way she talked to me about approaching a certain stream she wanted to do, and the stream was going to be exposing. It was what's her face, Shaquana Jefferson, who wouldn't shut the fuck up about me.
Right.
So she wanted to talk to me on the phone about it, and the way that she went about talking to me on the phone about it was very telling. I'll put it that way. Okay. It was very telling that this is all a drama show for her as well, that she is also very, very aware of the moves that she makes and when she makes them and what she says and what she shouldn't say, and really does plan this stuff ahead of time.
Oh my goodness. So, but was it a monetary thing, or was it just how she was perceived in this business?
She wants to make it a money. Look, when she was making a shit ton of views and stuff from the Creep Show art shit, what did you think she was doing? She was fucking elated.
Oh yeah, because okay, yes, because that was right before her channel came down again, and she started covering that topic, and it was kind of blowing up. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Her channel blew up hard. I was there. I was a mod at the time. I was a mod, and I was a mod when her channel blew up.
Okay. All right. So so was that at the point then that she started to get like
Yeah.
her
So after
private
that,
thoughts were different?
after she lost that channel, that's when she started hardcore disappearing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, but no, yeah, after that channel got taken down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
She
All right.
was flaky before. She was flaky before.
Yeah, she was
and
always flaky.
she was always flaky, but no, it got really bad after the channel went down. Really bad. And we would see her months like later, and she'd be like, "I'm down."
Yes,
bad.
tragic. That's what I was thinking too.
What?
The-
That
yes,
Cliffy
'cause
stopped
tragic.
it?
Yes, that's what I was thinking. That really sounds like a Gigi move. I mean, that's
I
my
think
personal.
I think she's way more Machiavellian than you think.
Well, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that I think maybe two
Why
things
wouldn't it be
are
her
true at
own
the same
thing?
time.
I don't think that she had any.
Because look at what she did. Oh my gosh, because he goes and he knows how to manipulate. That's how he got into the fold in the first place. He sits there and he cries. He's gonna sit there and if this was the same time frame, he's gonna sit there and go, do you think that this is gonna look very good for you? Right now,
that's
considering
possible.
where
It's possible, yes. It's possible he did it that way, where he was like, this is probably a bad look.
yeah, that's it could, because he always comes across as what?
But I would say that, I would say that if Tragic told me he was going to do something stupid that I thought was stupid, right? I'd be like, I think that's a bad look. You probably shouldn't. Would that later be looked at as me controlling him?
Well,
Or
no,
trying to
I mean,
control him
listen,
if he
I
listens
understand
to
giving your
me?
friends advice,
Yeah.
right? Like giving the people that you're close to advice and saying, hey, listen, you do what you want, but this is my 2 cents on the matter, you know? But if Gigi was still cool with Negs, then why wouldn't there be? So basically then what that would show then is that business meant more than friendship. That's what that shows then. Because if she cared about getting in Gigi was in the background, you know, shouting Negs out, going through with all of her promises. And that was right around the same time that the Creep Show art was happening and that she was blowing up, right? That would make sense to me. That Gigi, because he does always seem to care more about business, that he explained it to her. And then that means that now business was more than their relationship. And I think that that's where the problem comes in, because I think that Negs can see that. I think that he saw it right from the get-go.
Probably. I mean, this is who they are. I don't know. I don't know what he saw when he saw, but I mean, he's been right about these people, all of them.
Right.
So.
Yes, he has been. And then you have, I'm saying that you never know. Like, she's not going to say, I talked to Gigi and this happened, because he's always like, leave me out of it. I just want to tell you, and I'm sure it got to her. And
she said if I did a podcast with MFW, she would never talk to me again. That is true. That is a true thing.
Yeah, but that was also looking out for you, though, too. Like, you hadn't made any
I
promises
mean,
to
like,
MFW.
you should be thanking me.
Yeah, but see, Tragic wasn't over there best friends, with MFW, trying to help.
It's funny. She would get drunk and DM him. Like, she would get really drunk and
Get
DM.
the fuck out of here. Yeah, we can all tell the way she says Tragic's name.
Yeah, she'd get really drunk and DM him and like beg him to come and stream with her, and he would send me the DMs and we would laugh about it.
Oh my gosh.
She really thinks she had like something going on with him. It's funny. It's really funny.
Yeah, well, you can tell, like, Matthew, like the way that in Tragic, I didn't just mean
it's
to do
so
that.
creepy. It's so creepy. She's like, Matthew.
Oh, she is.
Yeah.
She was all about, like, you cannot tell me. She would sit there and try to say it all the time, like, well, Tragic's not my type, and he's, girl.
She got drunk and literally made up a fantasy of them fucking, and then was like,
Well, yeah, oh, like her and Negs, right?
Yeah,
So
same thing,
Negs,
yeah,
tragic.
they both have
It's
AIDS.
their
They,
theme.
they both have AIDS from her too, by the way.
Oh yes, yes. And for people to like, that was the thing that was
She tried to
really
look. She threatened my parents because I said she had AIDS. She said that
that is what, because AK, I guess that's considered what in her mind a hate crime, right? So
oh, she believes it's a hate crime in Indiana. She really believes that's true.
I don't know what fucking lawyer she has, but
Not even a lawyer. Like it's a public. It's not a hate crime.
what a public, but
It's
isn't
like you
her
can look
family
it
very
up. You can look it
successful?
up right now. Is saying somebody has AIDS a hate crime? No, it's not.
Well, and also you can it is very hard to do that anyways because that can be an opinion. So it doesn't really matter.
The only reason
Uh,
they think that is like, okay, you have to prove that it hurt you in some way, okay? Or that you actually have AIDS, number one.
right, right.
Like,
But
who cares?
wait,
So fucking
but wait a
nonsense.
minute. Why would that be okay? Because if you prove that you have AIDS,
No,
well,
no,
then this
because
person
like
was
no,
right.
because
like, oh, like
you can be slandered even if you don't have something, right? You could say that like you could convince people somebody has AIDS and
sure,
then like you
yes.
don't have a job, you don't get the job because of it. If you can prove that case, yeah, that's a problem. But that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about somebody on the internet saying you have AIDS.
Why
in a
would it
chat.
matter though if you
Right,
had
like,
it? You're
the
saying
levels
that
of
they have it.
fucking insanity these people have reached is like,
Yes.
I mean, it's comical. I don't know how you anyway takes it seriously.
Yeah. So okay. So when all right, I wanna see because I'm pretty sure that she okay. You guys just have to give me I'm sorry. Okay. Hang on. Oh no, see, I messed it up. Damn it. Okay. I think you still should. Okay, yes. Nietzsche gets so quiet, AK. And AK, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to like cut you off like that. I was thinking that why maybe I'm just remembering this differently, but I'm hoping
I don't remember that there's a specific point that she gets really
tragic.
kind of
Did,
shitty through the whole
does
thing.
she get like super like and I don't mean irate like screaming. I just mean like when you're sitting there listening that you're like, whoa, dude, like enough, like you got to stop. And because everybody got really quiet. Was there a point in time in that stream where Peanut was kind of over the top? And I don't mean ragey, I just mean dominating, like completely dominating Nietzsche.
There probably is. We just have to go through it. It's a fairly long stream.
Okay, hang on.
But I don't remember.
And that's why people don't like it.
And it's
see what I mean?
affected the opinions of people who we thought were friends, people that we thought were friends, like Gaining Ground specifically. I'll be specific. Suddenly telling us that, he should have known that people were telling the truth about us the whole time. That just a whole bunch of things that hurt our feelings, right?
We can't
It was-
control who covers what's put on
I
our
did not like
community
it. I thought it
tabs.
was abusive. I thought, why would you? I did not like the way that I was being talked to. So those DMs are on Twitter, and that's that. There's nothing we can do about it now. Like, I mean, people can not like it, but I mean, it is what it is now. So that's all I had to say about the spaces. Yeah,
I
just
mean, if
wait,
you want
what
to talk
about the
about if you want to
pieces?
talk about the Savannah
because
thing,
the
because
community
AK's in there.
community tabs and all the drama that led up to it, and Nigs and DC's reaction to the community tabs set off Gaining Ground, and Gaining Ground has been going on for 48 hours with these accusations, hurling at verbal abuse and
What
accusations
accusations?
that we were teaming up with Nigs, and nothing that we
All right.
say would
Okay,
would
now
say-
that you've brought that up, can I bring something up since you're all here and you're all involved?
What Aki? Yeah,
I very
agree with
rarely
that, Aki.
talk about my
Well,
own
she's
personal,
about to talk about her own personal
things
crybaby
that
shit.
have been done badly to me and things that hurt
Like,
me.
listen to this. We're
Oh,
here
okay.
to talk about the
Alright.
Gaining Ground, and she's about to launch into her own personal grievances for like 20 minutes
With the Gaining Ground or with you guys?
with us.
Oh my gosh.
about how we didn't support her and didn't back her up, and like how she's the victim. It's insane. It is insane.
Okay.
Anyway, point is, I mean, we've been going on for like almost
sorry,
3.5
sorry.
hours. So
What?
I actually need to, it's been like 3.5 hours, so I actually need to get going at this
Okay.
point.
All right. Well, AK, I just want to say thank you. And if you ever feel like, nobody cares about the whole Peanut thing, you know that I do. It was Peanut and Russ. Okay.
I
So
mean,
if
yeah, we
anybody ever cares or whatever, listen, I'm the person to talk to because it is a thing.
If you want, you can do a part 2 and finish.
Yeah, maybe
question.
we could possibly set that up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I find this stuff very interesting, especially with her. And I think it's interesting too that you and I both came into this area at the same time. So
Right.
and we kind of saw the same things because I was pretty much there for every Peanut stream. I mean,
You know what's funny? I don't remember you in the chat. I remember a lot of names, but I don't remember yours, unless it was different.
I remember watching, like, casting like to my big screen TV and like seeing my name like scroll up in the chat, and I think she actually mentioned me at one point in time, and I think that was the first time it ever happened. So I was like, whoa, she just said my name. Like, that was weird. Like, but yeah, I don't remember yours either, but I don't know if you're going under something else. But
It was AK or this Icy Fuckboy.
oh, okay. Well, yeah, no, I was there. Like, girl, like, I wish I could go back and get all the streams again just to go over them.
I know. I wish I could get the old Discord back.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot there, right?
Yeah.
So,
Anyway.
well,
But
thank you so much for taking the time out to talk to me about it because, like you said, nobody cares, but I do. So,
all right. Well, I'm happy to talk anytime.
okay. Well, thank you so much. And guys, thanks for coming. And
Yes, thank you.
I will see you guys later. And Tragic, it was nice to see you. You're always welcome. So thank you.
Bye.
Okay, bye. Bye, guys.
Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Chatting with Nuts. This is episode number